everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Father's Day. Happy Sunday. We're so glad you're with us today. We have 3 hours, and we thought we'd put together a little sale in honor of the day so that you can get all your favorites at the amazing values we love, but you're going to get an extra $50 discount today since it is Father's Day, and you don't even need to be a dad to participate. So want to shout out all of our great dads out there. Special shout out for all the moms that played a fatherly role in their kids' lives, my own included. So to all of those that are having a fabulous celebration today, and for those that maybe this is a tougher day, we send our hugs to you, and we're really glad we can celebrate together because we have a special show full of amazing jewelry as usual, but today even more important. I gotta say, there's a really special pair of earrings here for my diamond hoop lovers. It is a diamond hoop. You know, it reminds me, we had some great hoops the other day. It was maybe 2 weekends ago, and they were a very simple style of, you guys don't mind if I'm gonna put on my signet ring. I was just getting that on, so don't quite feel right without it. But now we're good to go. So we had some hoops the other day that had the baguettes and the rounds. They were gone in about 20 seconds. We have a bigger version today, so they're also going to be gone probably just as quickly, maybe even more so, because they're only 3 pairs. So we've got a limited quantity, 1 in yellow, 2 in white, but they are a bigger version of that. So if you love that style with the baguettes and the rounds, you're going to love these too. They're just a little bit larger, so more of a true hoop instead of a huggy style. So we do have those. Wanted to point that out. We also have a really special, it's been an entire week where we've really celebrated Cuprians, and that is the copper-bearing stones of different varieties, different flavors, if you will. We had the purples, we had the fabulous rubelites, and today it's kind of like a mix of the two. It's a real pinky purple, really pretty color that we have for you, and then there has to be a Tanzanite. And did we ever bring out a Tanzanite? It's a 7 karat plus. It is a it's an astrakut. And, well, you can see it from all the way across the room. It's a good one. So that's here as well. New mounting, but classic. So we're going to get that up for you, as well as, what else do we have? Tanzanite earrings, huge ones. Button styles, not the drops, but 14 plus carats in Tanzanite for you. We also will have 1 of the Cuprian rubelites. That's a big size as well. I'm very impressed with this price. Nearly a 5.5 carat stone, but superstar price tag on that one. What else is here? Wheel of diamond pieces, wheel of assorted, and if you are in the mood for a color change Sphene, we've got the big ones here. And we decided to take the 3 biggest stones here and close them out. So we're going to do that. It's a great big sale event price. And remember, you get $50 off everything. So that's very exciting as well. So that's exciting for Father's Day. And again, you got 3 hours to shop that extra $50. Why not? We save you thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars on every single item that we bring. So if you can just get an extra $50 off today, I say a great excuse to shop whatever you might be looking for. So we're actually going to start, and yes, it's Father's Day, so we did bring out some gents rings. I've got a Kashmir. It's a Kashmir sapphire. It's certified by GIA. Do have that. We have an emerald gents ring as well. That is also here. And then anything else you might be looking for, paraiba, ruby, you name it, we got it. So that's very exciting. So a little something for everybody. That is my goal. And one of our top of the hours before we get to our first item actually is a very, very, very special Tanzanite necklace, full necklace, blue wing block D. Remember I told you we took a museum reserve the other day and actually cut it? We had it actually cut down by our master lapidary for you so that we could have some smaller stones. Well, this necklace today is a result of that. So we will have a great affordable price on a Tanzanite necklace for one and all. So are you ready to get started? We've got a really cool way to start. We're actually going to start with a little surprise here. A blue zircon that is quite the value, and I thought, well, that is a fun way to start since we love our blue zircons anyways, but also with that color being what it is. Item number is 112-6679. I feel like it might need just a tad bit more room. There we go. So get ready to shop early and often. It is, again, $50 off everything. There's no final sale attached to that, so just shop and get something you love, right? It's a great day to shop. Great day to shop and pick something up special for you, and you name it if you have a request too. And maybe there's something you're thinking about from yesterday, or maybe there's something you wanted to see. This is where you can give us a call, tell us what you like. But here is, excuse me, our 1 carat 45 in that very cool zircon. And of course the round, I don't know if they get any better than the rounds because you see that double refraction really at its best possible ability. Talk about sparkle beyond to the nth degree. Here it is. This is zircon 145 plus the diamond weight is 80 points around it. It's going to be a bit of a kind of a pinwheel meets floral meets halo meets really everything you could want in brilliance. I don't think there's going to be much that's out there that is anything. Okay, good to know. You guys are aware of technical difficulties, Andy? Are you aware? DirecTV not on? Oh, it's fixed now. All right, good. Okay, I just got the message and okay, great, perfect. All right, so, I guess that was so nobody heard my fabulous intro. All right, here we go. So 145, 80 points in diamonds. I kid. This is going to be a really special value. We're going to mark it on down. So welcome back, DirecTV. It was a brief little respite, but hey, 5 minutes off the air, that's okay. We can handle that, I think. But here we are. First caller, let's just give you the value right out the gate. How about $999 on this one? And then, yes, we do. We've been starting every show this week with turquoise. Well, I've got a turquoise color here in the zircon, but I do actually have turquoise too. So I know you've been loving the sleeping beauties that we've been seeing of late. So we've got earrings. We've got a new pendant / necklace today as well. And then let us know what requests you have. I'm going to need your request today because obviously it's a sale day. It's a 1-day flash sale. So I bet you there's something you're thinking about. Maybe this is your sign. Maybe that's your sign from, above that you got to go ahead and get that piece you've been thinking about all week and maybe take advantage of that extra $50 off. Try it. Let us send it to you. Let us get it home and then see what it's all about and get that great value. So here's what it looks like on the hand as far as the zircon goes for $9.99. Boy, that is just bright as can be, is it not? It's a really, really, really special stone. And that one's going to be gone. Doesn't actually, this one does have to stay in the white gold. Okay, so we'll keep that in the white gold. I don't know if you'd want any other way. Zircon's white gold, perfect match. Let's see if Zine's got that one for what would be $949, of course, at checkout. So take that extra $50 instant coupon that we're giving you today. Only good for 3 hours. Only good for today. Of course, we don't even see you on Mondays or Tuesdays. So, again, shop whatever you need from, let's say, the last week, let's say the last month, whatever it is that we can show you. This is the time to go ahead and pick it up. So, yes, it doesn't need to be a brand new item or today's item to be $50 off. As long as it's here and in existence, we can give you that great big extra discount for you to save. And it doesn't matter. There's no threshold. Like there's no minimum you have to spend. We're going to have very affordable ideas today, as well as some high-end museum that's going to be marked down for you. So everything can be really extra affordable for you. So it's a great day to shop and spend a little time hanging out and celebrating the dads in our lives, or maybe the dads we're thinking about today, right? And all of that, because it can be a tough day, and we acknowledge that, and we send y'all hugs if it is, and we're glad that you're here. So $9.99, does anybody want that zircon? Okay, nobody yet, but that's okay. We're going to keep moving because we got a lot to show you, but we are also ready for a Mahenge, and shall we just continue with the turquoise trend? All right, so let's get to our turquoise here. This is a new pair of earrings, and that's a very good, we've seen a couple pear shapes. Well, this one's going to be a little tougher because actually look at that drop that it gives. So when they're on the ear, and do I have a messy wheel already? It looks like that's kind of embedded into the paper here. So I think I might have to change that up. But there is a little difficult to set up, but there you can see our pear shape here. So we've got that beautiful bezel set that's going to be between the diamonds up top and the diamonds around it. So that's very, very important. And then we'll set this one up, excuse me, as well. Sorry guys, the voice is really going this week. It's been a lot of extra talking beyond just the shows. So sorry, the voice will hopefully hang in for a couple more hours, but I apologize. It doesn't sound its best today. So we've got 112, 84, 93. There's a carat 36 here in the turquoise, and that's going to be your pear shape pair, and then 22 points in diamonds. You've got those beautiful drops, a little bit of movement there as well. We'll show you from a distance away and see what you think. So this is a extremely important value coming up, and we've had all of our turquoise earrings that we've had this week. They have already sold, so this would be the only way to get a new pair here. 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. It's 8493 is the number. So again, it's carat 36, and you're getting a diamond weight of 22 points as well. And there is a fabulous, fabulous value coming your way. So all I would do is dial in as early as you can. They are a post and butterfly back. There is only one pair. That's, again, if you're new to us, we're a little different than some others. We're not going to have 2 and 3 and 10,000 of things. We're going to have one of most things, and that's the way it works. So please make sure that you know that you are getting what you see on the screen, and you're getting that fabulous value. And of course, you still have a money back guarantee, which is great. And no matter how low I take everything today, which is what I've been doing all week, you're getting an extra $50 saved. Now, this is a quick look at it just without the backing on, just to show you that length and how they're going to look from a distance and how they're going to swing and move a little bit as well. And so, of course, it'll tuck in the ear a little bit better when you've got a backing on, but you can at least see the diamonds are going to extend all the way down from top to bottom all the way around your turquoise. So really great everyday style, even though it's a drop. We'll go ahead and go back up close for you, and we're gonna get you a huge value, and they are not going to be $29.99 any longer. We got one pair, that's it. We've got a beautiful, it's not a pear shape, but we do have an oval to match. So Sleeping Beauty, yes, but we will have an oval and a large size coming up in a pendant. So chain, the whole thing, you get everything. We love that. So here we are with better than 29, better than 19. Let's make them $999 and take your $50 extra off as well. So that's going to be exciting. So 50 bucks extra, you get them for $949 instead. And that is really a wonderful value. And we will see who is checking in. All right. Hey, Kirsten, thank you so much. Hi, Kirsten. Hey, Sally. Sally's with us, and Kathy's with us in New York, and Eugene's with us as well. Hey, Eugene, thank you. All right. So, yes. A yellow gold what? Oh, okay. Any particular one or just anything I got? Oh, okay, good. So gold quartz. You got it. Well, Linda, I have something on the more let's see, affordable side here in gold quartz, but I can tell you if there is anything you're looking for specifically, like a certain size or shape, we could probably find it. We've got a pretty good selection of the gold quartz, I would say. So, you know, if this one doesn't suit you, this is just the one I have out here, but if this one doesn't work for you, I do have others, and so you can guide us here, but this one's very affordable. We'll take a look at it here, and this has got that very distinctive pattern where, again, we had, remember the marquise the other day with the almost lightning pattern it had, looked like a lightning bolt from a thundercloud. Well, this is really, again, kind of similar, but it's going to go essentially gold halfway through your quartz stone. It's 1127978, and it is our 1.5 carat, and we're calling it an emerald cut. It's really a cushion cut because there's really no clarity to a quartz with this gold. It's going to be an opaque stone. It's a lovely look, but again, it's about the lapidary choosing to really take the natural gold pattern in the stone and really making a pattern of it, making a picture of it. And so really purposely deciding to either put that gold concentrated at either the top or the bottom, depending on how it's oriented. And you've got the diamonds around it as well. So it's 46 points in the diamonds, and turquoise earrings are gone. Thank you. The blue zircon is still here for $9.99. That's an incredible value. By the way, Anna S., I know that we were talking throughout the afternoon yesterday and the evening. I do have that Tanzanite whenever you're ready. So that big Tanzanite that I did not fully present yesterday because we ran out of time, I've got it for you today. So Anna, whenever you're ready. And then here we go with a very, very special opportunity to get 46 points in diamonds. We'll show you how the side works. This is really kind of like I always call it our fleur-de-lis style. It gives a little bit of that French look there on the sides with the triple split up to the basket and up to that halo. But then you've got the diamonds down the sides as well. And again, genuine 24 karat gold running through and within your natural quartz gemstone. So it's really amazing. And it's going to be a fabulous idea. We're going to take it on down to, you know what? This is another $34.99 piece. We're going to take it even lower. Here's what it looks like on the hand for you, just so you can see, get a little bit of an idea of what that's going to look like on. And we'll do better than even $29.99. This is a first caller situation, of course. We do only have the one, and we'll make that $999. That's it. So major value. Enjoy it if you get it for $9.99. Again, Linda, if you're looking for anything a little bit different, maybe an oval. We've got bigger stones. I don't think there's much that's going to be smaller than the carat and a half. They're usually a carat plus. But if you're looking for a particular size or shape, we can always help you, or maybe a particular style of mounting, but that's going to be $949. So far, we've had a lot of under $1,000 opportunities here. And again, you can take advantage of them as well. And then we've got our Mahenge spinel and a lot of bold gold. Anybody want to see that brand new rubellite? Copper-bearing rubellite. We had a couple the other day. It was really Friday night. We were featuring the copper-bearing rubellites. And today, I just have one, and there's one more here, and it's actually kind of saved our best for last year, is that really big size. Look at that. And to think that it's still neon and still giving the distinction of having a copper content to it, that's very important. So that'll be here. Then on the flip side, we've got a saddle ring. This is another one of our new ones today. This is the saddle ring with another, this is more purple. Definitely more of the purple paraiba. And that's going to be our last row on the purples there, and that's in the saddle ring with a carat 30 stone. So there are still a couple rare opportunities to get those super copper bearing ultra rares, because we know the blue greens are copper bearing in their signature color, but it's really nice to be able to see as well when we get those other more exotic types of colors to go along with it. That's a lot of fun. So here's our last call, $9.99. It's $9.49 if you'd like to go ahead and get that. And then Listen, we got a big, big, big Mandarin garnet that's really special. It's a beautiful round. Check this out. It's also one of those high-end diamond mountings we do right here. Well, that does not get any better than that, does it? Right? Amazing. Better than orange diamond round. So we'll have that coming up. There's a new, okay, this is the one. Sorry, guys, we're going to do a little housekeeping here. So bear with me. We're going to do a quick flip. And all done, all better. So now, sorry, I can't stand a dirty wheel. Here we go. That's the one that I needed to, we needed to make sure the place was all tidied up for this one. Look at that gorgeous piece. This is brand new right now. 112-8460 is absolutely unique. It's not like the other round sphenes we've had, and we love a round sphene because here's another highly dispersive stone. So this is the one that disperses as very few stones are capable of doing. It's one that disperses more than diamond. We think of diamonds probably for their brilliance and fire. People who don't know anything about diamonds know they sparkle, know that they should, at least in high quality, nice stones they do, right? So the beauty of it is that a lot of people don't realize there's actually a few stones in this world that are natural gems that still have a capability of sparkling even more than diamonds do. And this is one of them. And yet dispersion higher, but then it adds a whole nother layer of rarity, and that is the ability to be a phenomenal stone and change color from green to red. That's the difference here that really it amps it up. It's a carat 88, by the way, in a round. I would say it looks larger. I've seen a number of these color change sphenes. Of course, was really very, very honored to be able to introduce these back in 2017. It was early spring 2017 was when I introduced these to the world right here at TVON. So many, many years ago, but then they kind of took a big respite. There was a hiatus of sphenes we didn't have anymore. And then it was actually more recently a new Madagascar production came to us and allowed us to bring you some pieces like this that are even higher end for their clarity. And this is our carat 88, and it's going to be our round, and it's more of a diamond cut. It's kind of a fancy cut. So you've got this really open color to it, and every single diamond around it is a tapered baguette. How about that? So tapered baguette with 85 points there, and that's in the 14 karat white gold. So that is a stunning piece, and I'm very surprised because we've had a couple of smaller stones lately, and they've been $5,000 and $6,000. This one being larger, 85 points in diamonds. Absolutely stunning. Let me clean it up here a little bit so you can see it that way. And let's try it on. Oh my gosh, you're gonna love this. I'm so thrilled. I had to look at it myself there for a minute. Look at that. From a distance, even more of that sparkle, fire, brilliance, every color of the rainbow, but with those gorgeous greens that then go red. So 188, come on in. Do not be shy on these phone lines. We're taking everything down in price. I get to do that. You get to take an extra $50 off as well, only for today. So that's hugely important. And here we go with that Sphene with amazing bright, because the cutting, it's really big, big doses of color all the way throughout. And we'll take it even lower than $79.99. That is our price today. That is what it is supposed to be. And we're going to take it significantly less for you. If you would like to go ahead and grab this ultra rare, ultra dynamic, and we have not done many settings that have nothing but entirely individual big baguettes like that. And the fact they're tapered, see, a baguette is more rectangular, and a tapered baguette is what allows us to create, you take a rectangular stone of sorts, and then you're able to create that beautiful, unique design around it. So that's really what kind of gives it an extra wow factor, certainly, and we're thrilled to bring it to you at better than $79.99. Come on in if you like it, because obviously there's only one, and it's my only Sphene that's new today. So that's going to be hugely significant, and when we can take it down, that's what we're here to do. And this is going to be better than $79, $69, $59, $49, already too low, almost 2 carats. I mean, it's stretching towards that 2 carat range. It's trying to be, and then some of the more important diamonds. This is less about the diamond weight and more about how you get there with each individual important baguette cut that you have. And it's not going to be 49 or 39. This is such a value, and I know our Sphenes lately, they have been really important stones. We know that. They've been incredibly special. They've been very bright. They've been very clean. This is not a stone that just delivers clarity for no reason. It's one of those that really you have to go through a lot of them. And again, there aren't that many of them overall to go around. So it becomes that much more interesting when you find a stone that has the great clarity, the beautiful color, and this ability to change color. That's what makes it oh so unique and so rare. And it's not $49.99. Even better. We're not taking it to even $39.99. This is a one only. It will be gone so fast. These are about as collectible as a stone gets. It's true. And we'll make it even better than $39.99. First caller it will be yours, but call early on everything we see today. They will be going, and we're going to make it $2,999 only. So that is quite the value for something of that stature, and nearly 2 carats in the round, which you're getting as well. That is so important. And yes, the diamond weight, that is too. So $29.49 if you'd like to go ahead and grab that. 20 seconds remaining, and we've got just a few minutes left till our bottom of the hour, and a special to come along with it at the top of next hour, 11 o'clock Pacific, 2 p.m. on the East Coast. We're going to talk a little bit about that Tanzanite. It's the Tanzanite necklace. The full-on necklace with that round stone, which is going to be basically right around a carat, light 1 carat. We're going to have that for you. It is affordable for one and all. We've got that coming up. Our bigger Tanzanite is our 7 carat Asher. We do have the incredible Morganite round as well. Wait to see it. We had a pink diamond yesterday. This is as close as you'll ever see to a pink diamond without spending millions of dollars in the size that we have. I'll show you. This is the Morganite that's coming up a little bit later. Look at that. That is about as rich. I mean, it's almost like it's a purple paraiba sorts, and it's pink Morganite. But look how rich it is. It's got intense purples and great periwinkles and some blues and really rich pinks. We did bring out a new yellow diamond today that's huge. Our yellow diamond is a cushion cut. And look at that. Not a 1 carat, but a carat and a third, almost. So we're going to see that. And of course, when they're in focus, they're even better. And then we've got those diamond earrings. I think we're going to have to do those on the early side here because they're extraordinary. We've got the big, big baguettes with the rounds, and the Sphene is gone. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Well, let's get to those fabulous earrings because we're only 21 minutes in, but you know these are going to go. See, I knew this was going to happen with the last time I had the small version a couple weeks ago. I think it was on a Saturday, actually, a couple weeks ago. And it was a real small little, half-inch huggy. And everybody lost their minds. And I knew you would. I mean, the value was incredible. The look was so special. Everything was great. Well, we have even fewer of the bigger version here. And when I tell you that we have a total of just a few pairs to go around, mostly in white gold. I do have 1 pair in yellow, and that's the shame of it because I know we have been loving yellow gold and diamonds lately. So let me give you a look because obviously those will not be long for this world. So here's the white gold, and I know these baguettes are really, they're going to make sure you wait and see them in a lot of different angles because they pick up so much glare when they're sitting here on this wheel. But there is the yellow gold, and they're all bright white, completely clean. I mean, there's nothing like our VS diamonds out there, but we are so proud even in baguettes, and that's really where it becomes, you kind of have to have a great clarity in baguettes, otherwise don't bother because it's really going to act as a way to show you, and maybe I just show you one because I don't want to clutter the wheel too much, but look at that. And you can see how, yeah, they pick up some glare at certain angles, but they're all white, bright as can be. And so that's just the way, again, when you see these face up on your ear, which I'm going to show you, we have 1 available in the yellow gold only. The rest are in white gold, only a couple pairs there, but it's 1128507. I'm just going to leave one up there for the moment on each so I can also try them on for you. But they're going to be a carat 02 in baguettes, but 80 points in brown brilliant. So you're getting a full carat 82. It is a mighty fine carat weight, and yet these are made so well. They have that button release, which is so important because obviously we don't want you to just necessarily, if you don't have to, I mean, if you're really going to go all out with the way an earring is made, you want to have that great button release so you can open and close it without having to ever bend your post. So they do have that, and you notice you can't even see it from where we're at right now, but I'll show you from a side because it's actually very, very it's really kind of built in, so it's very sleek because we want to keep and maintain that beautiful sleek quality in the back as well. We care about how the jewelry looks from every angle, so you're going to press this button down here. And so when you do, it releases, and that's how it's going to open up. You see it's a straight post, and all you have to do to actually fasten it is click it close. That's it. So it's really simple. You'll actually hear it click close. Now we've got the white or the yellow. You want to be particularly speedy if you want the yellow gold because I cannot make these at all for you beyond what we have, and we're busy on the phone lines already. So you're actually getting 1 carat 82 total. So it's 1 carat 02 and 80 points in the, so 102 in the baguettes and 80 in the round. So just so you have the exact breakdown there. And then I do want to show you the length that they're going to give. So 102 and 80, 182 is the total, obviously. And then here we go from a look from a distance away. And remember, you've got what a day to be shopping anything you want because the sale day that goes away in 2.5 hours. And then take a look at this. It's a 3/4 of an inch top to bottom length here as well. And then you can see it's an oval shape. So instead of being really wide in the back and being rounded, they actually have that more oval shape, which is really, really fabulous. And then you can see all those terrific diamonds that you have. And of course, it's the baguettes that are set east to west, which is why they're also really doing a lot of shimmer because the light is going to pick up every one of them in a different way. So they really are electrified when they're on, which I'll show you. So 3/4 of an inch tends to be our happy place in hoops. Tends to be a style, whether it's a drop or a hoop, that everybody can get, you know, behind, because it's not quite an inch, but, you know, it's big enough to be, it's not like the, you know, some people struggle with the Huggies because everyone's lobe is a little different shape and length. So sometimes 1/2 inchers don't work for everybody universally because they don't have enough drop. These do because of that 3/4 inch. So it's why it tends to be kind of the Goldilocks of lengths when it comes to earrings, but this is the wow. This is what you need to see. When they're on, look at how beautiful and how bright and how clean and how stunning those baguettes are. And the way, and I'm in the shadow. First of all, I'm in like a catcher's position, you know, squatting down like I'm about ready to catch, like, you know, 103-mile-an-hour fastball. And yet this is the yellow gold that I tried on. And I just want to show you that you don't really see much of the gold at all, unless I was like, if you were behind me and saw the actual back of the earring. You really don't see a lot of the gold. It's about the baguettes and the white diamonds, and it fills up the space completely, and it's 3 rows, so it's giving you that nice width, so they really show up. That is your new everyday, and whether you tend to like rounds or like baguettes, well, this is going to go with every ring you have, because you get it all here in one earring. And again, that's the yellow. I can swap it out for the white gold, but I don't think you're going to see much difference at all. And the best news is they are going lower in price than they ever should be. Let's take a look with almost 2 carats. But again, they're all significant size diamonds. And it's the way they're set. And there's a lot of gold in this earring. This is no lightweight, tinny earring. You can't do an earring of this size with a lightweight amount of gold. You have to have presence. You have to have a feel and a look and solid. And the button is a whole different mechanism that involves a lot of labor to it. And we're going to make it so much better than even $14,999, which is where they should be. We're going to go a lot lower than that. So come on in, especially if you want that yellow gold, because there was only one, and I cannot tell you how important it is. Do y'all remember when I had 5 pairs of the white gold and 5 pairs of the yellow gold the other day in the small version? Y'all remember that? And they sold out within seconds. And we really needed, I mean, really, we could have used probably 200 pairs of earrings. Here's where I have 3 in total. Again, 1 yellow, 2 white, that's it. And it's not even going to be $99.99. And of course, you're getting 2. So I just wanted to show you. Obviously, don't think you're getting just 1 earring. Just want to show you without messing up our wheel too much, but also the finishing in the back. If you look behind where the diamonds are set, how lovely that is. There they are in the yellow and the white gold. You simply just choose your favorite, whatever you wear the most. Obviously, the diamonds are going to look great no matter what. You saw that when I had the yellow gold on, but they're not even $49.99. This is the time to take advantage, because this is the earring is a go-to. It's about as elite and high-end as a hoop earring gets, really, because of everything. The gold, the mechanism, the diamond weight, everything you have, the types of diamonds, that is really, really amazing. And it's not going to be $49.99 either. They're not $3,999. Keep in mind, you got a sale event. This is the day to be shopping something that you're excited about, and something that hopefully you're going to wear every single day. And it's not going to be $39.99 either. We are going to blow them out. Do you have the yellow gold already? Because it sounds like we might be verifying. This is really important to dial in as quickly as you can. That is an earring we have not had before. And that is a beautiful, substantial, and why am I showing them so early? This is normally like a big top of the hour, hours from now. We're doing it now because it is so limited. And a lot of people make the mistake of waiting until they see the final price and then they call in, and it's far too late. We're not even asking for $39.99, almost 2 carats in diamonds, but all bigger size stones. That is what makes it so specialty. That is what makes it so rare. That is why you want to be on the phone lines right here and now, because they will not last. There is no way they're not even $35 or $34.99, and it's your go-to. This is about as high-end as a hoop gets. We do a lot of hoops here. We know we do. We love them. We love our hoops. We love them so much. But the thing is this, you don't see baguettes very often, and that is a huge step up. Baguette diamonds are a huge 60 to 70% premium over the same quality in a round cut. And we love our round cuts, don't get me wrong, they sparkle and they dazzle, but to get both so that you get that mirror-like finish and shine of the baguettes, but then you get the sparkle of the round brilliance, that's what you want. You want a hoop that does it all. Because that way you don't need to buy a hoop every single couple of years or every season. You're not worried about upgrading a few years from now. You've got it. You've got the best. Here it is. Not even $3,499. We're blowing them out for $29.99. That's it. So $29.99 only. It's a huge value and a great way to get a hoop earring before they're gone. Yellow gold, 1 pair. White gold, we have 2 pairs. So, and they're going to be really $29.49 at checkout. So that is a really good way to go. And all you got to do is give us a call if you'd like one. We'll give them 30 seconds and we're on our way. So then we've got the rubellite that's copper bearing, the Mandarin garnet with all that diamond weight around it. It's also your requests. I mean, why not? If you got anything you're looking for or thinking about from a day ago, a week ago, a month ago, this is the time to get those requests in, so we can show those to you as well. So that's going to be important also. So $29.99. All right, so let's get to our turquoise. This is so pretty. This turquoise pendant is new, and the hoop earrings are fabulous, aren't they? Look at that. Look at that turquoise. That's coming up if you want to get a little jump start on the phone lines. And we will, last call on the hoop earrings. Thank you. White gold, yellow gold. Take advantage. Baguettes and a lot of gold. Look at that gold substance from the sides here. Here's the white gold from the profile there. Of course, all mirror finished gold. There's that button release. That's so important also. Okay, and then the Mandarin garnet, that big Morganite's coming up in a little bit. Have yellow diamonds that are new. Have a little diamond wheel. We got the big round Tanzanite that I didn't have time to show you yesterday. We have a nearly 12 karat stone. And then here is the turquoise. Let's get to the turquoise now so that we get that little sneak peek taken care of. And actually this chain, it's going to be one of those great chains that comes with diamonds. So you get the diamond chain to boot, which is nice. So you get a couple of extra diamonds there as well. But look at that turquoise. Oh, the figure 8 is the bail. There's something that makes it look like an old Victorian picture frame, but done in BS diamonds, right? Where it's like a little ornate and finished and antiqued look, but never taking it. I'm not one for antiques and I still love it. Like, it's not one of those that takes it too far in one style direction or another, but it's 112-8497. I don't know. I'm like a shiny new girl. Just, I don't know. But again, 504, what we care about is the turquoise quality, and turquoise, considering most people are touting it now as one of the most precious gems in the world because, well, it's the best quality in the world, but it's really, really sparse. You don't see it very often anymore, and that's going to be the trend going forward certainly as well. So that's that. We've got our 504 with 24 points in diamonds, and it's in the white gold, and it's coming with a chain, which there's the diamond weight. There are a couple of diamonds. See them right there paired up? There are 2 bezel set diamonds. Inevitably, they will not show their face. There's one. There's one that I'm trying to show you forward. But you know how these diamond chains are, so it gives you really a frame for your pendant, so you can take that chain off, use it with other pieces, and still gives you a couple diamond by the yard elements to it as well. But it's also going to be a beautiful look when you see it from a distance because it's a large, large stone. So it's got this great size we love. I'll try to center it up among those diamonds there for you. As you take a look that way, we'll give you a length perspective, as I like to do. Don't want to leave you with any questions. Just want you to know exactly what to expect when it arrives home. There's your 1-inch top to bottom length on the pendant itself. And of course, this chain's also adjustable. So really, they thought of everything. Got you the adjustability, lobster claw clasp, 16, 17, and 18 inches, all in length, so you get to choose your favorite. And here it is from a distance. There you have it. That's a very important stone, isn't it? And of course, no matter what color you're wearing, turquoise pops. It always works. Always, always. And you see how beautifully ornate. You can tell even from a distance, it's not a basic halo. It's got that really nice ornate kind of feel to it. So we're blowing it out. It's going to be under $4,999 and a big Sleeping Beauty. Again, you should see the price tags. I mean, even at the big wholesale show just this week, earlier this week on Monday, should have seen the prices everyone was getting on Sleeping Beauty. It was crazy because it's being touted as one of the more precious gems of the world right now. And I don't think there's many times where we say, oh, turquoise is one of the rarest. But when it comes to Sleeping Beauty, the quality is so good and no other source produces such quality. So it really is highly, highly, highly sought after. And we're doing it right now for under $2,000. It's not $19.99. Blowout time is here. Plus, we've got your extra discount for the day we honor the dads. And here we go with a, you know what, make it $14.99 instead. And then it'll be $14.49 for you at checkout. And then do call us if anything sounds good or you need to see something. Let's say you're headed out to a brunch or a lunch and you want to see something before you go. Well, you can just always tell us and call us and we'll put it right up for you, okay? So yeah, you can really dictate the show. And then we've got, is this for our requester, Linda? Okay, so she wants more of a solitaire style, maybe something around that size. Well, we got a good one. We've got a big gem coming up, Linda, for you in the 18 karat gold too, on the gold quartz. So that's going to be a lot of fun. 18 karat's always a nice addition for gold quartz because, you know, the gold is 24 karat inside the stone. So it's nice when you can go 18 karat because it's more of a match. to the 24 karat gold that's in the stone, because obviously 18 karat's going to have more of that rich buttery yellow color. So here's our gold quartz for you. 7980. Call me on the earrings, call me on the turquoise necklace, and we'll carry on with our Sunday, and let us know what requests you have too, because this is going to be a busier day as the day goes on, that's for sure. So want to make sure we get y'all covered with everything you're looking for. But here we are with a 280. So yeah, it's a big round too. So that still is a premium cut for any stone, but even the gold quartz, yes. And we're going to make this real simple. It's 23 points in diamonds. They're actually, I know you don't really necessarily, you kind of do see them from the front. I mean, you see that there are diamonds there, but if you're wondering, are they hidden? Are they under the stone? They're actually on the side profile. This is a great designer style because you can still stack up next to it, but then you've got the diamonds around the edge, which gives, you know, believe it or not, we see our jewelry, and you know, if you're a jewelry wearer, you see your jewelry from the side profile more often than you see it from the front. And so it's kind of interesting that we spend a lot of time here and whenever we shop for jewelry looking at the front, when as wearers of our jewelry, sure, we want it to look great from that angle, but we spend so much time seeing the profile on the side. So I like when designers pay attention to that and do something special where you've got a detail there in the side to look at. So you're getting beautiful diamonds from the sides, and it's a solitaire more or less. It's kind of like, think of it like a profile halo instead. Here's what it looks like on the hand, just to give you an idea and a size reference there so you can see what that's all about. And there is that profile view, and yet you could still stack on next to it if you want to, add another ring. Let's say you've got a wonder ring or something of that sort. You want to stack on together with it, you can do that, but it is going to be only, well, here's another great value. I want to drop it in price because I know we have the carat 30. I want to make this the same price, just to make sure that there's no question that if you want the little higher end, you don't have to spend more to get it. We'll make it $9.99. So that way you get the bigger stone, the higher purity in the gold, the diamond designer style around it, and then you've also got that really fabulous price tag of $9.99 that comes down to $9.49. So hopefully that's going to work. Hey, Jess, I was going to ask you, who got the Sphene earlier? Oh, really? Oh, okay. Patricia, thank you so much. That's a beautiful stone. She's going to love that, don't you think? I do love that one. I enjoyed that, Patricia. Thank you so much for shopping with us early today. And then here we go with that one. So $9.49, first caller on the gold quartz solitaire style. Okay, and it does stay in the yellow gold on that one. And then we've got a Mahenge discount, big time Mahenge stone coming up at a discounted rate. We also have some huge Tanzanite, they're button style earrings. Men's rings are here. Just say the word if you're looking for a men's ring. We've got some various men's rings. We've got some emerald and some cashmere. I really like the cashmere as well. It could be a little IOU to, you know, a Dad's Day recipient, you know, say like, it'll be, I know it's not here today, but it'll be here in a couple of days. We can do that as well. And there's an unheated, maybe the dads want to just treat themselves. Look at this unheated cashmere. That's fantastic, and it's not like taking my word for it. That's GI certified as an unheated cashmere. And then we've got an emerald gents ring, and there's paraiba. We could do ruby in a gent style. Look at this one. Whoa. So we saw a pretty cool emerald the last couple days for the gals. Look at that gents or ladies ring. That's amazing. That's a bright, clean carat 32 emerald. And then anything else you want to see? You know what else came out today? This is very exciting because I've never seen anything like this. We actually have a bracelet. Now, don't get too excited. Like if we all pooled all of our money together, like if we all sold our houses and all sold our cars and all sold every solely possession, we probably, if we pooled all that money together, we might be able to actually afford this, because this is really, oh my. This is a pink diamond bracelet. And we just, I featured a pretty incredible pink diamond yesterday in the show, and it was one stone that looked like this. And now we have many stones that look like this. And so they actually start over here with a pair, another pair, a beautiful cushion. They need cleaning, don't they? Another pair, another cushion, another pair, another cushion, another pair. And then your beaded style. So that is something you don't see every day. A pink diamond bracelet with multiple larger pink diamonds. You want to see it on the wrist? Let me show it to you that way. It is so fantastic to be able to, I mean, just, you never know. I always say this, you never know what you're going to see when you tune in. And let me move this aside here. So, you know what? Let me just do a little, let me do a little wardrobe adjusting so you can see the bracelet, because this bracelet is so wild. And just, you know, it's kind of a show and tell moment because we don't usually see things like that, right? So you know, pink diamonds, we just had a pretty amazing one come out. Now, it did sell. I don't have it to show you again. It's gone. But look at that bracelet that could go with your pink diamonds of any sort. Wow. So just wanted to show that to you. It's a little bit important. It's got 2 carats plus in pink diamonds, and we'll go back to our wheel and show the gold quartz again. So I had to just flash that just in case you're thinking about a pink diamond bracelet. Let me try to make it more affordable. Seriously, if you're interested, see, that's what I do with pieces like that. I know that we're not going to have a piece sell for, you know, $2.8 million today. You know, I don't know. Does anyone have a credit card that handles, can you make a $2.8 million credit card charge? I don't know. It sounds like a lot. Sounds like even something the black cards couldn't handle. But this is where, again, you've got opportunity to go ahead, and that's what I do, is when we have pieces like that, we know it's a privilege and a rarity to see pieces like that. So we want to make them affordable, and we will. So if you are already going, okay, that's my dream piece, that's the piece I want to have, help me out. Make it less than $2.8 million. We will. We'll find a way. And we can talk about it so that if that's what you want, you can get it. We're very flexible that way because we understand what those pieces mean. We understand that we're probably the only legitimate source you can get natural pink diamonds in a bracelet like that of a high quality. So we want to make it possible. So anyway, we'll go back to our gold quartz. Is that one sold? We will find out. And then I've got the Mahenge for you. It's our big Mahenge spinel. It's going to be our 81-point stone. And then, yes, we have the top of the hour, that Tanzanite necklace. So be with me because we don't have many to go around. And there's a Tanzanite necklace coming up in about 20 minutes that is going to be really special for, I think, a couple of you that are looking for maybe more affordable in Tanzanite, but still going to work with all your blue wing block Ds you might already have. Now, look at this. This is just... first of all, shout out to the jewelers who did the polishing. Can I just say, I cringe every time I put up one of these wide bands because I know there might be a little something. Honestly, it is so perfect in the polish. So that's the first thing. I mean, it's incredible. Yes. The 280, thank you so much. Gold quartz is gone in the 18 karat. Very well done there. And now we're talking about a Mahenge spinel, which is 112, 1644. And the wide band. You know, I was doing a little research last night. I had been wondering aloud many times on the air. I was wondering aloud what was gold. Because when I started this business, it was a good, 25 years ago. And when I really started on a national scale, it was really like 2003, 2004. And I will tell you, I was curious because I've often thought, I thought that gold was, I was remembering $650 an ounce. I actually looked it up last night because, there was a time when gold was not something we thought about. We just made jewelry. We didn't ever have to consider. I mean, you guys remember, right? You ever buy jewelry in the 80s, maybe the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, where we didn't have to think about gold. We didn't have to think about how much gold there was. I looked it up. Gold, when I started in this business, was $300 an ounce. It closed yesterday at $3,452. $3,452. It used to be $300 when I started in this business. So again, that's a big difference. We didn't have to think about gold or how much gold we were using. So I think that it really stands to impress. We've all heard about gold. And so you're probably going, well, then why would I buy it now? Because let me tell you, this is one of the widest bands we make. This has got a tremendous amount of gold to it. And yet it's going to be so affordable. And that makes a difference. It didn't, if you were watching me in 2003 and 2004, it didn't make a difference. Like, that's when most of you guys, we started hanging out together, right? Because the first place I was at was real small. So we only had a couple of viewers. I think it was in South Carolina, North Carolina, and Florida. So we made, you guys that down the South, we might have been shopping together even longer. But for the most of us, we met and we started shopping, back in 2003, 2004. And yet, that's a significant difference in gold price. So when you're making rings that have a big, big, big heavy presence like this does, I mean, look how wide that is. I'll show you on the hand here. And yes, we're going to talk about what's in it, but that makes a difference when you have a gold band. But look at this on my hand. That's a big ring. It's a lot of gold. So that's what it does. That's what it looks like. Plus we added a Mahenge spinel. Wasn't even known about. Wasn't even discovered when I started the business. There was no recollection of this. Donna just said this is one of her favorite settings. Covers a wide range. It does, doesn't it? On the finger, it's so comfortable. At the same time, good call out. There are a lot of people, Donna, maybe you were one of them, that sometimes shy away from bigger bands because they can be more uncomfortable to wear. This is not uncomfortable at all. Donna just let me know she owns this with a different stone. Very comfortable to wear. So, you know, that extra gold is really, it's lovely, it's luxury, and it's also really comfortable at the same time. And we're thrilled to bring it to you with the 81-point Mahenge pink spinel. It was only discovered in 2007, and 53 points in diamonds as well. And then you get all of that for one incredible discounted price when it's a very rare stone on its own. It's bright neon pinky red. It's got the amazing diamonds, 53 points of those throughout, set into the band. And we're gonna send it out right now, and stays in the white gold because, well, that has a lot to do with this price tag not being $59.99, but coming down far lower than $59.99. And we're gonna make this, actually, it's not even $49 or $39. I love $29.99, but it's not that either. And this has not happened before on this ring. So if you've seen it, if you've thought about it, if you've just wanted to get a larger Mahenge, it is go time, because this one is not even $24.99, and that's a value. We're going to go even lower, less than $2,000. How about $19.99 only? That is it. We got about 2 hours left in our week together, guys. That's it. So it is time to dial in. Let us know what requests you have. Be like Linda. So back in the day it was be like Mike, but now we want to be like Linda and get requests in, and then look what we found for her. We found the perfect piece. She picked it up. She got it on sale. That's a great discount. I discounted it. She got the extra $50 off. You've got another 2 hours and 15 minutes or so to take advantage of that. So $19.49 on this one with the Mahenge. Just got to stay in the white gold, but we'll size it to whatever you need. So that's a really lovely, lovely piece, isn't it? You can see how bright and clean. Not all spinels give clarity. We're very particular about what we select. It's got to have pristine clarity if we're going to bring it to you here on the air. So that explains why that stone is so well done. And that will be it. So then we've got our big Mandarin garnet, top of the hour. You do not want to miss. There's a blue wing block that is an entire necklace, and it is so super affordable. That is exciting. So we're going to have that for you. Oh, love that. That is wonderful. Okay, so here we go, guys. Thank you, Donna, so much. I appreciate that. Let's do this. We've got also Aqua's here. Aqua's making a rare appearance in a fancy cut. And then we've got our yellow diamond a little bit later. That Tanzanite, the 7-carat 04. I was wearing this at the top of the show, and I wanted to give you a little closer look at it. And look at that. Well, a Tanzanite dream will come true here today. A Tanzanite opportunity of a lifetime, a 7-carat 04. Item number is going to be 8434. That's a little bit later today. Make sure you stay with us for that. And oh man, what a color, isn't it? What a color, what a red going on there. Reds all the way throughout. So we'll have that a little bit later. And then take a look at these earrings. Speaking of Tansies, look what came out to play today. The largest oval studs that we've ever done, and they want to show you that they have an omega back as well. They're spinning all around. It's 112-8389. It's like the break dancing button style earrings here in blue wing block D. And look at that. Isn't that amazing? Well, if they can make breakdancing an Olympic sport, maybe we make jewelry breakdancing an Olympic sport, and then I could get my gold medal once and for all. Here we are. Look at that. That's a beautiful oval. They're going to sit north to south on the ear, by the way. That's the way they're going to sit because that's the way they're oriented with the omega. You don't have the option to twist them around. You got to make their, have them set the way they're intended to. 14 carats 32 is the size total. 7 carats 15 or so on each blue wing. 84 points in diamonds around them. And that's just something we had to bring out because that's, you know, something that I think is a need. We've got a need for pieces like that. So this is really important. 1432, 7+ carats. Let me show them to you on as well. They're in the white gold. They stay in the white gold. This has obviously been a pretty in-demand type of style and look that we're looking for right now because if you have a ring, you want the earring to match. You know you got to be here. And you know you have a limited time to get them here because we've got very few left in the blue wing block Ds. 3/4 of an inch top to bottom, and then I'll show them to you on. But come on in because we've only got a few more minutes left of this hour. The show is flying by. We're getting all the great, fantastic new jewelry out the door for you. And this is where we can go ahead and celebrate a big day together. Let me just show them on. I know that one's spinning around, but look at that. This is what they look like on, and I'll just center it up for you so you can see what that's all about, so you can see how amazing those stones are. And again, your piercing better than mine, I'm sure, so you really get that great look and that beautiful quality. So we'll go back to the wheel. We've got the omega backs that make it easy to put on, easy to take off. They are incredible stones. And again, we showed you a 7 carat in an Asher cut. This is 7 carats plus times 2. You got the 2 here that we love. And that is a beautiful blue wing block D. So let's get them out the door. They're not going to be $10,000, which is, it's kind of amazing. We bring stones under $1,000 a carat anyways, and yet we have done that yet again. I think we're all used to that. I think if I brought you price tags like what we saw in the wholesale show this week, I think you'd be a little bit astounded. I think you would be. Because a lot of people think, oh, well, I guess if I was in the wholesale world, if I was in the business, I guess I'd get better deals. Well, that tends to be, that typically could be true. Not exactly. Not when you got TVON as the comparison. Not when TVON is in your corner. It's a different deal, and we beat wholesale. And I wish we could all go together. I wish everybody could come with. I wish I could take a little, video camera through, and they obviously frown upon that. There's a lot of designers who obviously don't want to give away all their secrets and all of that, but so there's no photography and videography allowed when you go to the trade shows. But if you could see what price tags really truly are on regular Tanzanite, not blue wing block D. Obviously, we're the only ones that have the blue wing block D, so you're not going to find that elsewhere. But if you saw what's going on in the world of blue wing block D and regular C blocks, which is all that's coming out now, C blocks all you're going to get going forward. There's no hope of anything else, because we know that about the mining, the way it's structured. You're not going to see anything else but the D block, or C block rather. So in the C block's very light. It's very lavender. So again, that's what's happening. That's really what it's about. This is not going to be $99, $89. We're blowing them out. $79.99 for the earrings. And that way you would spend that to get about 2 carats of a block C material right now. And that'd be loose, not in finished jewelry, not with diamonds. This is exceptional, and only $79.99, but $79.49. Take that $50 off. Everything that you can shop for here in the show for this next 2 hours and 9 minutes. That's all you got to take advantage of that sale. So, and I'm putting everything on sale too. That's the beauty of it. So it's sale on sale, and we all enjoy that when there's rounds of discounts, and we do get down to these low prices that you don't even see ordinarily from us, and we do enjoy that as well. So that's going to be $79.99, but really $79.49. 1 pair button style earrings, north to south, in the classic oval. I just can only imagine whatever blue wing ring you have, or if you're lucky enough to have a bigger pendant, how gorgeous those would be with it. Just because, again, when you're coming down to matching, I don't think anyone's going to go spend more money to get a lower quality somewhere else when we're sold out of it. And that's where we're at. We're getting so close to that level right now where we're so close to being done with all of our blue wing block Ds. And that's going to be a sad day when they're completely finished, when all the museum reserves are gone. It's going to be that's a tough pill to swallow. We've been really accustomed to seeing this, and it kind of feels like after a while, oh, well, this, we take it for granted. They're never going to run out. It's always going to be here. I can always get it. I can shop in 2028 and I'll get some material. No, we have very little remaining, and so this is your call to get it. So $79.99 on the earrings. Then our men's cashmere is just a blowout. It's an unbeatable blowout. A gal could wear this as well, and here's what it looks like. And it's cashmere, which is the rarest mine. Therefore, it's the rarest source, and really they come in different colors, but this is that really unusual kind of yes, there's a blue purple element, but it's mostly like a pinky red. And so it's bordering on ruby, and it's 1122804, and that's a carat 20 unheated. And this stone is certified, not certified by just some random agency, but actually the GIA. So the Gemological Institute of America is top notch when it comes to, you want accuracy, you want, let's face it, you want them to be not only accurate, but you want them to be very transparent with you, and they want you to be, obviously, certificates help when you're getting jewelry appraised, when you're thinking about, getting appraisals if you're a reseller. This is what really helps. And to have the GIA state where it's from, that there's no heating whatsoever, it's a carat 20, it's got the diamonds we set with it, the 40 points in diamonds and the gold. Here is that cert, so you can see it's got the bottom third is going to have the GIA seal and the photograph of your stone, and then here you have the, this is a really just kind of brief description of the stone, the size, the actual dimensions, and then where the cashmere mines were located. And of course, there you have it. All the top portion of your cert here shows you it's a sapphire origin report. Not all reports or certs are going to have origin, but this was requested because that's what makes it so special, and the fact that it's also unheated. So you get all of that in what we traditionally consider a gent style, but you can, obviously anybody can wear it. It's also yellow gold or rose gold too. So you're going to choose your gold color. It's 2804. It's a carat 20 on that stone, as we saw in the cert. 40 points in diamonds. We added the gorgeous under gallery as well, which you have throughout. So gent style, cashmere, sapphire, and and amazing color and glow. It's got the great clarity, and of course it's super durable because it's sapphire, so you don't need to be shy about wearing it out and about every day. Wear it, enjoy it, love it. It's only second to diamonds in its durability, so you've got that factor as well. And let's make sure this, well, there's a couple gents rings I brought out. And I went ahead and I said, well, if I'm going to have gents rings, well, first of all, there weren't any originally. And so I said, let's bring out some gents rings. So I found our best ones. The emerald I flashed for you. There's a huge ruby here as well. The cashmere sapphire, obviously being Father's Day. Not that you have to be celebrating precisely yourself, but I will say the gents rings I brought out today, I said, I'm going to bring out the best. I'm going to discount all of them. If you can't discount a gents ring today, when can you? So making a very specific point here to discount what we have in the best of gents rings. That emerald you saw, remember I flashed it, so bright and clean. This one being the cashmere, obviously ups the rarity factor there with the cashmere mine that you have, all mined out, hasn't been mined in over 100 years. That's why that statement of origin is so important. And you get this for free. We're not asking you to pay extra for it. It just comes with it. So you've got everything included, the ring, the gold, the sizing for free, the shipping for free, the cert coming with your ring. And it's going to be better than even the $69.99 it's always been. If you've seen it before, you know that. We're going to take it even lower than that. It's not even $69.99. One caller gets it. I have seen very few gents rings even of just standard ordinary type stones or settings. Very rarely they come down as low as we're about to go. So you probably want to be on the phone lines here and treat yourself or a loved one to a ring that's going to be there in the next couple of days. That's important. And I'll tell you what, we're going to blow it out even better than $49.99. There's your $2,000 off. I'll keep on going. Let's get the phones ringing. We've got 2 hours left. We've got a sale event for you. And I couldn't be more proud of what we have done on all of the pricing, but I'm going on my own here. I'm saying, hey, it's Father's Day 2025. This is where, again, we've got to make sure that everything that we have in gents rings, the premium quality, they can go, and they can go at values you've never seen before. It's not $69, $59. As I said, $49.99, that's pretty amazing. I'm going to go lower than that. It's not $39.99. You can change the gold on this one too. So there's another bonus and benefit. If you want yellow gold instead, go ahead. Our pleasure. We'll do that for you. But I'll make it $2,999 instead. So you get an even better price and then take your $50 off also. And that is $29.49 for a cashmere. All unheated. Any sapphire that's unheated would be rare. The fact that it's from that specific mine, which no longer exists, I know we love our Ceylons now, but that's just the best source now. Overall, worldwide, it's been all about the cashmeres. So there was a very specific color, and they're just a quality that other sources, because different elements and different minerals reside in different locales. So depending on your geography of where your stone is actually made, right, in the earth, where it happens, that's going to dictate the quality so often of your stone. And that's the deal. We love the cashmeres for the quality they bring. They have this really amazing kind of velvety look to them, whether it's the blues or indeed the purple, kind of purple pinky reds that you have here. It's a bit of a magenta color, so a really rich stone color there. And then we're going to do our top of the hour. We're just about 3 minutes away. Got a quick little blowout wheel for you on some diamond rings. And then we've got, oh yeah, the big color change Sphene. Now it's interesting, the color change Sphene's already gone from earlier, but I have the big ones coming out, the 4, the 5. Actually, we've got a 6 carat, a 4 carat, and a 3 carat. So 3, 4, 6. We're going to show you all those Sphenes at a discounted price as well. Real quick before we go to our top of the hour, though, I have a little diamond band celebration. These are all my favorites. This is what I love to live in. I know that, yeah, everyone thinks, well, you're the jewelry girl. You must be wearing like 25 carat Tanzanites and 8 carat emeralds and a big old 5 carat ruby every day. No, I really like to just, and I love to dress up, but I got to say, I really, when it comes to jewelry, what I really live in every day are pieces like this. Cool, edgy diamond and gold band rings. You know, whether it's just gold or a few with some splashes of diamonds. This is what I love to stack because they stack really well. They play well with others. These are the cool designer pieces. It's like the cool club here. We're doing the curb link. This reminds me so much of that bracelet we had yesterday, doesn't it? The ID style. It does. It looks like the ID bracelet with the diamonds with the curb link on the sides. Then we've got our little kind of pyramid style detail here in the band of pave, and this one is the widest. It's got a nice little kind of a diagonal rib there with the diamonds following suit. And all three, same price. It's a quick little blowout. They're yellow gold only, so the only thing you have to do is choose your size. And it is. This is what pinky rings. thumb rings, anywhere, to be honest. You have us size it for you. You could wear them all really anywhere on the hand, but that's a nice versatility you're getting. So you just have to decide where you're going to wear it so you can tell us how to size it. But they're really well done. Isn't that amazing? And we've got, let me walk you through some carat weights because they're all right around about 1/3 of a carat. So this one's going to be 32 points and great finishing on the inside. I'll show you on the inside of each one of them because they're really fabulous. And there you can see, look at that, even the curve link underneath the diamond section, it's all finished. And so that's the mark of really good high-end jewelry there. The way it's, that's not necessary for comfort, but they're finished nonetheless. So again, really high-end designs there. So once again, we'll go through carat weights. That's the 32 point. And then of course in the middle, the more ID style, that's gonna have 35 points. And then this band over here that's got more of that pyramid style, it's very subtle. It doesn't stick up too high. You can see there how it's just almost like little angles to the band. That's gonna be the largest diamond weight at 37 points. And that's probably because they go all the way across side to side. So you let me know, all around 1/3 of a carat, one a little under, two a little bit more. We're gonna go really low. And again, yellow gold mirror finish on all three. That's how they stay. We've got moments left in this hour. Let's take them all the way down. I know they started out at $39.99. And again, look where gold's at today. Jess, are you getting the cashmere? I think the cashmere's got to be gone. Oh, from the very top of the show. Fantastic. Thank you, Kim. So our cashmere is still here if anybody wants to grab that cashmere men's ring. But now we're going to do better, and welcome to the show. It's the top of the hour. Happy Father's Day to our dads out there. And here is what we're going to do on the diamond band front. All the coolest, hottest, latest looks in jewelry, but everywhere wearable. That's the beauty of it. You can wear them anywhere on the hand you want. I'm going to show you the little ID style with the curve link. That looks so chic. We've been seeing this in jewelry here for a while. Let me just stack them all up. They actually stack really well too. I mean, why not? You could wear them all together. You could mix and match them. You can wear them across the hand, but there's the ID curve link. There's the more diagonal rib. There's the more pyramid pave style. All three, one price, same price. You pick what you want or stack and layer, however you'd like to do it. But this is going to be quickly. I mean, they will go fast because they're not even 3,000 or two or one. We're going to go even lower. Let's make them $999. Pick a band. That is your pick a diamond band day. And these are the pieces we live in. Those are the pieces that don't take a special occasion. Those are the pieces that even when you're doing your most casual, mundane daily life activities, that's what makes all of those better, because you're still, no matter what you're wearing, sweats, casual, leisure wear, just a little sundress kicking around, that is what makes you look fabulous. That's what elevates your look. Those are the pieces, and jewelry is important. Jewelry is important. Sometimes jewelry kind of supersedes whatever you're wearing, right? I see, because we live in Los Angeles, so I see all these, fabulous celebs every day, these people that we see in magazines and on TV and splashed all over social media with paparazzi everywhere. And yet they tend to be, they could wear whatever, they obviously say what you will. We don't need to default and follow what they do, but we kind of look to them because they could have anything and they could wear anything. And quite frankly, most of the time they're just handed things from designers just so that they can be seen wearing those. So the point is they can wear anything they want, and yet sometimes, even at their most casual moments, when they're just kind of being like the normal, like they're just like us, this is what they're wearing, stacking up, and nobody's looking at the outfit. We're looking at the jewelry because we know those are the significant pieces that, I think it's nice to have a 5-carat ruby and a beautiful, huge amethyst and a great Tanzanite, but we're still not necessarily wearing those every single day. So these are the pieces you're wearing all the time, every day, that we love to live in. And that's where, again, I love that they're still chic. They're still giving us design. They're still not basic or boring or the usual. They've got those details that make them look like, who, the big name designers that do this in the store windows and they charge you, $18,000 for a ring. We're not doing that. It's $949 for any one of them you'd like, and take what you like. Yeah. The front center is the curb link style, and that again is 35 points in diamonds there. They're all finished on the inside. They're all yellow gold. That's 35 points. Then again, we have the 32 points, and then across the way here, that's going to be 37 points, and take whatever you like. I think they are the best pinky rings ever, and that's not to say they're small, because they're not small, but the idea is these are the looks we're seeing right now, where if you need, like, I love what I have the ring on my ring finger every day, and I'm happy with that. Maybe you incorporate an index finger ring every now and then, but you're really loving that look of having like something on the pinky. These are the ones that really work well for that. every single day, and you're not taking off other jewelry that you love as well. You're just adding to it. So you're adding to the collection. You're getting something unique and beautiful. And now we're going to talk about Tanzanite, because this wasn't actually our top of the hour. Our Tanzanite necklace is. So we're going to do that, and I'm so excited about it. So let's get to it. A Tanzanite necklace that we really went all out, because there was some debate if we kind of leave this on the more simple side, or if we go all out for you. And well, then I got involved. So I think you know what we did. I think you know where we opted to go. So that's going to be happening, and we'll bring it to you next. And let me catch up on emails. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Thank you, Elizabeth. That's awfully nice of you. Elizabeth just sent me a message on behalf of her friend Anna, who lost power again. There's a lot of storms then going on still, huh? Those springtime storms. Okay, well, I hope our friends that are having severe weather are staying safe and staying smart and staying in, and I hope your power stays on as well. But look at this. This is our top of the hour. You know, I've been hearing from a lot of you guys that have said, I've missed the shows because I don't have any power. Okay, so here we are. This is a very special necklace. I wanted to show you here what we did, because we went ahead and added some extras for you, like those bezel set diamonds. So you know, I'm going to pile them a little bit here just so we don't forget that they're extra bezel set diamonds right there on the side. So I'll let those kind of be. But this will be our top of the hour. And again, we're so glad to welcome you into a very special Sunday. This is 112-8580. And I'm going to go ahead and welcome you if you did just jump in and join into the fun here on our Sunday. We're so glad you're with us today. Hi, everybody. I'm Lauren Blair. This is TVON, and we've got 2 hours left. So not a lot of time remaining, but we always, my priority is bringing you something special at the top of every single hour we have. So today, no exception on this Father's Day holiday. So again, shout out to any of our dads out there who are hanging out with us. I know we generally, I think we say more Happy Mother's Day when we've got our Mother's Day celebration with all of our moms out there, but I'm sure we've got some dads out there that are hanging out with us. And will all of our ladies, if there's a dad in your life, please give them our best wishes on our behalf. So we include them, and we're giving everybody a sale today. You get $50 off everything you purchase throughout the next 2 hours. It's actually 1 hour and 54 minutes, actually. So not a lot of time. That goes away at the end of the show. Remember, we're not here Monday and Tuesday, so it's kind of our last hurrah of shopping every week until I see you Wednesday night. But this is a very, very important time to pick up a Tanzanite, because it's still going to be something I couldn't have brought you a week ago. Not 2 weeks ago, not a month ago, because we haven't had any stones that were under a carat. The idea here was to take, and we did this with a ring the other day where I had one ring that was a carat stone. That was because we ended up taking a museum reserve and we cut it down to a smaller size. With that, there was some rough material left from this 22 carater. So we cut a few other stones that ended up being a light 1 carat, which is where this came from, because now we've got what is a minimum of 81 points in the round. You get it set up in a necklace, so it's really wearable. And remember, necklaces and chains right now in gold, I was mentioning earlier, gold, I looked it up last night. When I started this business, gold was $300 an ounce. It's now $34.52 at the last update. So big difference, big, never thought. Or maybe it just says I've been in the business a really, really long time. But this is crazy what we're experiencing with gold. So, you know, the gold chains you purchased back in 2000 or 2002 or 2003, those gold chains that used to cost us $80, $100 are now $600. And so I point that out because we're not saying, here's a little pendant, go find your own chain, or go buy your own, or supply your own, or have your gift recipient go buy their own. But instead, we are literally including this. So instead of a pendant, it's a necklace. You get one great piece. We added in all the bells and whistles you can, which when you see this price tag for our top of the hour is gonna surprise you that we actually went all out for you, because it's actually got the adjustability. It does have a 16, 17, and 18-inch length built in. It does have the lobster claw clasp. It is also diamond weight, even though you don't see them up front. I know this looks like little rabbit ears at the moment, but remember, it's because you're seeing the chain piled up next to it. And I would advise, because I'm looking at my quantity, and if I tell you how few I have, no one's going to bother dialing in. Because you're going to think, nationwide show, Sunday, Father's Day, sale event going on. I don't think I'm ever going to get one. If you dial quickly, you will be in line to get one, and you want to stay right there. The sooner you dial, the better off you are, okay? It really is true. It is really fantastic. 81 points is just a minimum, and we've got also 81 points plus the 4 points in diamonds too, because that's what's in the chain that we put side by side. So that is really, really important. And let's also look at this. Let's look what we've got here. This is that diamond, that beautiful bezel set diamond. that you have with the side to side. You see how that's all set? So it really is reminiscent of the way the Tanzanite is set, because obviously we want it to sit evenly on the neckline. So you do have that as well. And here we go with a big, big moment for our lovers of jewelry. And yes, it's still blue ring block D. So even though it's just under a carat, now they will be minimum. So some of you will get a carat, some of you will go 95 pointer or 93 pointer or 86 pointer. But the point is that the color is there. The red flashes are there. That's tougher to do in a smaller size, but we also went all out to give you the round. So you're getting the round stone, which is a premium. Specialty cut, very wasteful cut. That's there to give you some flash, to give you the red, to give you the beautiful blues and the purples that we love out of these vivid blue wings. And it's only here, and it's 4 points in diamonds. So you're getting a 2-pointer on either side of the necklace. And then I've got to show you from a distance, because wait till you see this. This is your everyday wearable. For those of you that say, love the jewelry, but a lot of this is really, 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 really big and really too important for what I'm doing every day. Here you go, like our diamond bands we just had. Here's a piece that's meant to be worn all the time, every day. Don't take it off, kind of like your diamonds by the yard. And yet you see the couple of diamonds you have. Here's that adjustability. We could have done a spring ring. That would have been a lot cheaper. We didn't. Add it in a lobster claw closure you see right there. That is the premium clasp you can get. Then you have the 3 different adjustable lengths, 16, 17, 18. That's added. Why do we do that? So you don't have to choose one length and be stuck there forever. You can give it as a gift, and you know that their favorite length is going to be included. You can wear it and adjust it day by day for the neckline that's appropriate for what you're wearing. And we're going to make this super affordable. Back to the close-up. Actually, let me take it on over the neckline so you can see what it looks like there. So you're really seeing the size is not small. That is a beautiful stone, and that's my 81 pointer, so you're guaranteed to get at least that size, perhaps even larger in the carat weight, and the diamond's about 1 inch away. So a little bit of that, even I'm thinking layered with the diamonds by the yard, for those of you that have the DBTYs, how beautiful this would be. I'm just envisioning it a little lower, and then maybe your diamonds by the yard sits a little higher. Remember, all our DBTYs are adjustable, so it makes it easy to layer up as well. So you've got that opportunity and that option. But here we go. Big value. You know, the chain by itself could be $600, $700, because the adjustability, the lobster claw, I'm not talking about the diamonds. A basic chain at 18 inches, $600. Let's take a look close up. It's not going to have a Tanzanite or extra diamonds with it, and yet here we go with the value of a lifetime. Don't forget about the diamonds on the side. We're busy on the phone lines already. It's not even $1,000. Does that make it easier? When it's a chain and Tanzanite, and yes, the Tanzanite to match all your other Tanzanites that you have from us. So again, you don't have to be without the premium. We talked about this. You can shop elsewhere and pay more, but the Tanzanite's still going to be a lower quality. And I don't know if that's what we're looking for when we want our Tanzanites to match what we have. If you love blue wing, you want the jewelry you have to match it. You want it to be the same consistency in color, in saturation, in red flashes. You're going to get that here. And it's not even going to be $999. And again, busy on the lines. You don't even have to limit yourself to one. I will set it up so you can get 2 or 3 if you want to shop it for gifting ideas as well. If you want to put them on hold and save them for Christmas time. If you want to save them for that event that's coming up in November because it's that big birthday you want to celebrate with somebody, but they love Tanzanite. What about a December birthstone? Well, Tanzanite is one of the December birthstones. So maybe you want to think about saving it for then. I say save it because it's not going to be here by then. On the air is an option to shop for later on down the line. So you take advantage of it now, get a better value. You save your $50 extra today, which is very exciting. And we're going to make it better than $9.99 or $8.88. So there's a reason it's a top of the hour. And you're going to soon see why you want to be in early. Otherwise, miss out and forever hold your peace, because I don't have anything else priced like this. And this is our lucky day to do something incredibly special. And it's not going to be $7.99. This is crazy good. You know what the Tanzanite runs by itself? All on its own, that'd be $1,000. Plus the chain, plus the VS diamonds, plus the labor to put it all together. And yet we are not asking for $777 today. Come on down, guys. This is where you take advantage of us. Take advantage of the day. It's not just a Sunday, but it's a holiday. And we're giving everybody a chance to save even more on the values we love and the discounts we need and the opportunities that we crave when it comes to not okay jewelry, not subpar, not demi-fine, not costume, but the very best in the world. And it's not even $750. Make sure you are on the lines, because we are busy already and almost sold out. And I'll tell you, somebody's taken 3 over there, so that really cuts into the quantity when we've got multiples going out at a time like we do. It's not even $777. You will love this necklace. And the good news is, I feel pretty confident you're gonna wear it every day. You're gonna wear it every day. You're gonna leave it on. You always have that pop of, is it blue, is it purple, is it red? Under different lights, remember, the lower the light, like anything lower than where it's at right now, in this studio environment, it's going to be popping with even brighter neon colors. It is not $750. It is not $700. We're giving you $50 off. There is no final sale attached to that discounted sale price. You get to take them and shop for them and save them and gift them and get one for yourself as well, because we deserve beautiful things. And now you've got the value of a lifetime to get it, and it's not $750. It is $699 for our big top of the hour. So that is the way to shop a huge sale event price and get the discount on top of that. It makes it $649. So would you like to go shop a basic 16-inch chain somewhere? And that's that, or would you like to have an 18-inch chain that's adjustable with a premium clasp, with VS diamonds, with a Tanzanite? Operators, do me a favor, yell them out, please. I need to keep track. I'm going to count them down. You've got 1. Thank you. 2 over here. 3. You got the 3. So 3 and 2, and you've got 1 over there, and you've got 1, 1, 1. Okay, so it's almost sold out. Told you this would happen. Very, very, very limited, as we anticipated, going quickly, but you still have a chance to pick one up. And I know we are very light on Operators Day. Probably has something to do with the holiday. So if you're waiting on hold, thank you. Stay right there. Do not hang up, because if you hang up, you lose your place in line, and that would not be good, because then coming back later, not going to be a great solution to getting one of these. So that's really important. So this is your chance to pick it up. Very busy. And again, it will match everything you have. It will match everything you have in Blue Wing Block D. It really will, because that's the same color and that same beautiful look. And I don't mean, like, if you don't have to have a round, what we want to match is the color. I would just hate for you to put one Tanzanite together where one's light lavender and one's really pinky and one's deeper blue. You want all the colors to match. We have another and another. And Zine, how many for you? Zine, let me know. How many did you get? 1. Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm keeping track, because I can't oversell these, because I only have so many stones. Remember, we had to take 1 museum reserve and cut that down. So it doesn't leave us with, I can't just keep getting them. I can't just keep ordering them up. I can't make a phone call and say, hey, I need a few more light 1 carats. Can't do that. We've got what we've got. They were cut from museum reserve, an actual museum reserve stone, not the rough. We don't have any rough. It was cut from the museum reserve stone. You can do that. Once a stone is faceted, you can still recut it. It happens all the time. I have gals that have done that with rings. They decided, I don't like this cut anymore, and if it was big enough, they had to, obviously the size will decrease a bit if you do that, but you can sometimes, if you work with a great gem cutter, they can recut your stone. So here we are at $699. It's really $649, so take that extra discount we're offering and giving today. And then there's going to be 1 Blue Wing that's new today besides what you're looking at now. That is the ring. It is the 704. It is the Asher cut. Okay, last call. I'm keeping track, doing a final count. We still got people on the phone lines backed up in queue. So I'm just going to wait here till we for sure sell them out. This I don't think is going to get another presentation today, it doesn't look like. So it's happening right here and selling out shortly. So make sure that you are in on the phone lines to get what that's all about. It is a beauty, isn't it? It's so wearable. That's the thing. It's so wearable. Don't forget to ask about the pink diamond bracelet too. And our copper-bearing rubellite is here. And a very important copper-bearing purple paraiba. The last of the week, and it has been a week that we have showcased these amazing stones. And we will have 1 more for you today, and it's in the most lavish mounting yet, which is the saddle ring. So we will see that. Lots of gold, lots of diamond weight. That will be coming in. Look at how purples differ. Purple paraiba looks different than a purple Tanzanite. That's the difference. Look at that. And of course, purple Tanzanite, our Blue Wing Block Ds, look different than amethyst, and they look different than other Tanzanites because most of the time they are lighter purple. Ours have that more overwhelming blue with the red flashes that tells you it is so premium. So we're thrilled about that being here, and you got a good chance to pick it up if you'd like to get it for $649. Okay, copper bearing. is, look at this. Look at that stone. Whew, clean, very clean. The Mandarin Garnet Stunner. This is our private collection Mandarin Garnet. Looking forward to that. Plus we have the men's emerald, that one I flashed. If you have any interest in that one, let me know. Okay, last call. Let's give it a final 30 because I've only got 2 left now. So we'll go for it. We'll go for the sellout. It is yours to choose here. 28 seconds remaining. We're going for the last 2. Even if you picked up one and one another, here it is again on the hand, and we'll take it to the neckline one more time as well so you can see it that way. That is so amazing, isn't it? I love those extra diamonds because I know you can't see those up close, right? So I want to make sure you see that about 1.5 inches away from the centerpiece, which will always stay centered on the neckline, you do have a full 2-point full cut round brilliant bezel set diamond, which is going to make that diamond look even larger. Here it is on the neckline one more time for you as well. Just shimmy it on over so you can see that centered up and what that's going to look like at about the 17-inch length. Of course, it can be 16, 17, and 18. So a lot of different range that you have there for that piece. And you're also choosing, I guess we could just mention now, you're choosing your gold color. We know a lot of you like the white gold with Tanzanite. We do as well. It tends to be our favorite combination, but it can definitely be the yellow gold or the rose gold too. So that's an option for you. But there's that Tanzanite one more time, looking amazing. $649 at checkout. Let's get to that copper bearing rubellite. And then we've got that big purple paraiba and a yellow diamond. That's a very big yellow diamond. It's a nice little upgrade from the 1 carats that we typically have. And then yes, there is the Asher cut, plus we've got some wheels of discounts on the way. Don't forget about our diamond bands that we had earlier. That also is here. And then we also had hoop earrings, gold quartz, turquoise earrings, the spinel and the Kashmir. Also still here. So lots to get to today, but on this Father's Day, we've only got 1 hour and 40 minutes remaining. So I would definitely hustle in your requests too if you have them for us. We'll help you out. We can find whatever you need from the vault. And look at this, a fantastic, if it was just rubellite, if that's all it was, I have the value of a lifetime for you. If it was just a rubellite, this is better. It's rarer. It's item number 8565, and it's not just rubellite. Not at all. Copper bearing rubellite. So we don't typically call it paraiba because it's more like a hot pinky red. That's reserved for the purples and whatnot, but this is a really beautiful big stone. 541 is the carat weight. 71 points is the diamond weight. And now we have, ooh, love this cut. That's a cushion cut. It's astoundingly bright. These are even in their normal form. So copper is an element that adds a lot of extra inclusions to a tourmaline, but tourmaline on its own, all colors, they're very highly included. Always. It takes an anomaly from Mother Nature to have an inclusion-free tourmaline because remember, we don't get, here is another big tip for just why these are important and why we should really praise them when they get to fine quality like this is that there's no treating. There's no heating. So as a sapphire is born, let's say a sapphire, we all know sapphires. We've seen blue sapphires, yellow sapphires, we know rubies. As they're born in nature, they typically, the first thing that happens once you have that rough is you're gonna heat it. Because naturally, and you do this with most every single gem material in its rough form, you'll heat it. Why? Because what you do is you're trying to maximize the color, and also, in a lot of cases, heating can also help the clarity along as well. In the case of sapphires, usually the heating process will burn off some of those silken inclusions that look to the eye like inclusions and make it look a little brighter. Heating is an acceptable process that almost every single gemstone of Mother Nature endures and undergoes before it gets to its finished completed version in jewelry, okay? So that's just something that's acceptable. Then you have this tourmaline family that exists with thousands of identified colors from all different regions of the world, and yet it doesn't get any heating. So you're relying simply on nothing but Mother Nature here to create the most beautiful stone. And here's a stone that readily has a lot of eye visible inclusions. That's why it's called type 3. It's a lot like emeralds, where emeralds are also type 3. So they're born with inclusions, and we are to accept them for those inclusions. Accept them for those flaws that they naturally have all the time. So when you come across a stone that is tourmaline, that is clean, that's a huge, huge increase in value because it's just naturally one of the more unique ones. And then, you know, the fact that rubellite as a color of the tourmaline family also typically has more inclusions. Well, then we know about this rare find called copper bearing material, paraibas. the copper element tends to really add to inclusions as well. So we have three things that are like obstacles working against it that should make the stone you're looking at impossible. And yet, because we can't help it along, it's natural. So when you see that stone, now we look at it, 541 of a copper-bearing rubellite that look how clean it is. Beautiful, right? It's clean. I'll show you from all the angles. That, my friends, is what makes it rare. Is in addition to the color and the copper content, is the fact that as we look at it, every angle, look at that, clarity, clarity. We are up close like we're looking at a 10-powered loop, and yet you can't find a flaw in this stone with diamonds at 71 points. Yes. Really? Hi, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, my middle name. Oh, Elizabeth in Michigan, welcome to our show. Did she pick up a Tanzanite necklace for her first purchase? Wow. Now we got to hook her up with a ring, right? She started with a necklace. We'll hook you now, Elizabeth. I do have a ring coming up, a 704 Asher cut. If you want to get in on a blue wing ring to match your new necklace, thank you and welcome. We're so glad you're joining us. What a great day to make a first purchase too on a sale day. Let's talk about the cuprine. We have it one only, and that's it. And you know what's supposed to be $99.99? Of course it is, because it's a big important stone. Let's help you out with the big value. Take a look at it on the hand. Great cushion cutting. Yes, it's that more rectangular cushion cut we love. And it's not going to be $99, $89, $79. Oh, I need to give away some jewelry, especially on these high-end museum. Can't find them anywhere else pieces. Let's blow it out. Not even $69.99. We're going extra low. First caller gets it. It's $5,999 and $59.49 at checkout instead. So you've got one of the more precious. And the only other rubellite or other copper ring stone I'm going to have is the purple one in that saddle ring coming up a little bit later. And I think that's coming up at the top of next hour, which is 35 minutes. I'm feeling it. I think that's when we'll bring it out. Noon, I was going to say noon o'clock, noon hour. Like midnight 30, yeah, like that kind of thing. Yes, no, noon, which is going to be about 35 minutes from now. We'll bring out that purple paraiba in the saddle ring. I think you'll really like that too. And it's a little small. It's a carat 30, so we're going to try to make it affordable for you. But take a look at that, $59.99. Okay, so that's our rubellite with the copper content. Then how about we just really amp up diamonds and give you something that's on par with paraibas as far as pricing right now, but not the way I do it. Take a look at this Mandarin garnet. And I showed it earlier, and I think we had a little bit of, I think I could hear the oohs and ahs across the country. Ooh, that's bright. Look at that, bright Mandarin, better than an orange diamond. 112-8343 is your item number, and it comes with diamonds. Does it ever? 196 is your diamond weight here. Almost 2 carats of fabulous round brilliant diamonds. And it's in white gold, stays in white gold. Gives it contrast with the Mandarin, looks fabulous with the diamonds, allows the diamonds to do their thing. And now we have this really impressive ring, diamonds down the sides, double halo around it, kind of squares it off, which I kind of like because then you're playing with geometrics. You've got the round of the stone, you've got the squared off style of the round diamond, so it's all working together. But this is our museum collection, our own private collection, which is interesting because, quite frankly, the private collection here is a little bit higher end than what you would see at a museum. When you're paying admission to go walk through a museum and glance at things for a few seconds, our own private collection is better. It could be in a museum, but quite frankly, it's a little bit rare. It's a little bit too good for a lot of what you would see in museums and exhibits. So now we get to bring out the private collection Mandarin garnet round that is bright as can be. We get to blow it out for you. And here's what I'm going to do since we want to hear these phone lines ring on a big, big Father's Day Sunday. This is the $13,999 Mandarin. And yes, you're probably thinking for a carat 17. It's the round and it's glittering unlike anything else. It is so bright. And there's a lot of orange diamond material that I've had through the years here. I would say not a lot, but I've had probably 6 true, genuine orange diamonds here that are never this size, never carat 17. And they don't look like this, just so you're aware, because we think diamonds are the ultimate when it comes to dispersion or brilliance, but they're not going to give you this color because, you know, see that color down below there? It's kind of a rusty orange, brown orange. That's what you usually get in an orange diamond. They're not neon. They're not like a Fanta orange, which is what Mandarins are known to give, which is that really bright neon that we're seeing there. So instead of $13,999, we're going a lot lower. Actually, you are. We're going to put it on the auction block. I'm going to auction it off. It's halfway through the show. We're still going to give you $50 off if you win the auction. I really, really want to do something to get a lot of people on the phone lines. It's a holiday. We know a lot of people are out and about. We understand that. That's reality. You know, jewelry is important, but family's more important. So, you know, I can't fight with family, you know? Well, you know what I mean, right? I can't, yeah, that came out weird. We can all fight with family, but you know what I'm saying, right? Yeah, it's tough to top family time. Family time, yeah, low time and family time, can't blame you. Tell you what, let's go less than even $10,000 to start the auction. I think it's a pretty ring. It's got almost 2 carats in diamonds, so that alone is a pretty important mounting that goes about $700, $800 here on this show, like just as we make it from our factory. So if the mounting is that much, and we've got a precious, really priceless Mandarin garnet in the middle, I think we still need to go lower than $10,000 though if we're gonna get these phone lines rocking. So how about 9 or 8 or 7 or 6? Maybe $5,000 is a little more suitable. That way at least we're saving you about $3,000 on the diamond mounting alone. Or we can take it even lower than 5. I'm getting everybody in lower than 45, less than $4,000. It's only gonna be a $10 increment, by the way, so that's easy. I'm gonna make it even better. $3,500 on that ring. It's over $10,000 off. $3,500 opens it up, $10 increment. That should do it. 60 seconds? Wait, hold on. I keep forgetting it's holiday. We gotta do better. Let's make it 34, 33, 32, 31. I'm gonna go to $3,000 and that way it is nothing for the mounting. We'll do $3,000 and then $10 increments and we'll go from there. 60 seconds to get it started. Or the silence is getting to me. How about this? Instead of, I should just stop. I should probably just be a little more patient, let the clock run, we're gonna get it, right? Have faith. Have faith that we have viewers out there that know an amazing value when they see one. You know it. You see it. You understand it. You know a carat 96 in diamonds doesn't go for $3,000. You know that. We're going to go much lower. Isn't it a fabulous setting? Oh, Donna, do you have the yellow diamond version? So the very first time this ever came out actually was with a yellow diamond. It was about 6.5 years ago, and it was $6,500 with a yellow diamond then. Yes. Zine, go ahead. The designer diamond hoop earrings in the yellow? Great choice. Okay, and you know that's the only pair in the yellow gold, right? All right, so our earrings from earlier just sold in the yellow gold, so it means we only have white gold remaining. And I have no open at $3,000 on this one. Wow. And Donna says, beautiful in every way. It really, really is. She owns it, she wears it, she's got it with a yellow diamond. It is a beautiful ring, but yeah, I need to get an open. Sometimes you just look at it and go, okay, maybe it's the ring. Maybe it's the ring. No, it's not the ring, I don't think. Is it the price tag? Couldn't be. $3,000 for a $13,999 ring. I don't think it's the price tag. It's an auction after all. It's not the price. The price is up here. The auction's here. But this is what you could pay by picking up the phone and dialing in. Or tell you what, just, you know, in that vein of I'm not taking no for an answer here, I'm going to lower it even more. And that way, we're going to get this going. It is not going to be $3,000 or $29,000 or $28,000 or $27,000 or $26,000. Let's go even lower, and I'm going to start it at $2,500 to open. Still keeping the increments at $10 and $25 to get it started. Now, that sounds even better. So let's get to it. It is comfortable. It is gorgeous. I haven't even tried it on yet. I think a lot of us know this mounting. It's only with important stones. Yellow diamond, as Donna owns. We have it with, I know I had it with a paraiba once upon a time. Let's see, what else? Ruby, maybe? No, it wasn't a ruby. It was a demontoid. We had a demontoid with this, yeah. So I would say paraiba, demontoid, yellow diamond, yeah, a pretty good collection of rare. You know, those are about as rare as it gets. Those will top up in the top 5 there of rare stones. But we're looking for 25. Let's see if we've got it. It's a $10 increment only, but we're not worried about that yet. Not until we get the open. That's what we're concerned with. I cannot believe I just opened this at $2,500. Oh, you know, Father's Day. And see, I used to be in the news business. It's been kind of what we call big news days lately, you know. Like, yeah. So, yeah, I get it. From a counter programming standpoint, this has a lot to do with these values you're seeing this week. I'll put it that way. So if you choose to hang out with me for a couple hours, you're going to see some values you've never seen before and probably go, what's up with these deals today? I mean, this is like super, super extraordinary. Well, yeah, because we got to counter program a bit, right? And we got to entice you a little bit, make the deals a little sweeter. So $2,500. Do we have it, by the way? Oh, okay. So let me see if let me go ahead out the phone, make sure I'm seeing things right here. Let me just kind of, sometimes it's easier to be out here, make an eye contact. We do have the open. Yes, we do. You got it? Okay, so we got it. You know what I'll do? 60 seconds. 60 seconds. We've got the open. That's it. 60 seconds and we sell it. 60 seconds and we just move it. And it's only in the white gold, by the way. A couple things to keep in mind. It's going to be that ring, that very ring. So you keep it in the white gold. You just tell us your ring size. You get you get $50 off. Yeah, even I know it's the first auction of the day, so let's remind you, you are going to get $50 off and you still have a money back guarantee even on an auction like this is. So there's value, 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 value. And we have 30 seconds. Yeah, it was a quick clock. Do you see I already have boxes and boxes of jewelry out here awaiting me? Oh, Andy, what are we going to do about this? Okay, well. We've got the top of the hour 25 minutes away, and I've got a purple paraiba in the saddle ring. What does this mean for this one, though? Oh, boy. Do we have anybody else? 25, what's happening? 25, once, twice, three times? 2510? You've got 2510? Okay. We did this yesterday. Do we have 2510? Okay, so 2510 going once. Yikes. I can't get everyone through right now either, so that's the other problem. I got to hold. Okay, now we do. Okay, good. All right, so someone hung up, and then we got someone else in. So we have 2510. 25, what? 2520? Do we, what's that? 2520 and now 2550. We got 2550 now. 2550. Whoa, no, we lost a bidder. Oh, no. What's that? We have 2550 and we have callers hanging up. What just happened? What just happened? Zine, where are you at? I haven't heard anything from you. What do you, oh, he's giving me the I don't know. Okay. Well, guys. Uh-oh. I'm having trouble understanding what's going on in the phone bank. So I'm going to leave it to our operators here because there's a supervisor out there who does understand. I cannot interpret what's happening. Do we have 2550, yes or no? All right. I'm going to leave that to them and just obviously we'll see who our winner is. And I don't know. Someone just bowed out and I think they're going to figure that out. So again, even if you just hung up, you may want to call back because we may actually be calling you back because I don't know if that bid actually took. So I think we're at 2550, but we're working it out. So I'll tell you what, I'll let them handle it because we also have operators across the country that I cannot see. So here we go. So take a look. I think that's going to be gone. I just want to try it on one more time because I had that question too. Somebody wanted to see it one more time on the hand. And here we go. So will you help me? Okay, so Andy's going to sort that out and let me know how that goes and who wins it. Just let me know. Okay, so he'll keep that going and I think you've got it. All right, so you've got it. Very good. Well, they already did sort it out. Fantastic. All right, next up, I do have a Morganite that is, oh, so beautiful. And it is just, I mean, this is the best Morganite I've had. There's no question. Let me see if I can polish it up a little bit more for you. That is very, very important. Look at this. Rose gold, stays in the rose. That is a pink. Honestly, it's kind of like what we do with pink diamonds. We talk about if pink diamond is really normal, it's very light. But then there's pink diamonds that have a nice rich color. And then there's pink diamonds that are so saturated they're almost purple. That's really what this is doing. It's practically purple. Look at that stone. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm maneuvering some things here in my system because I think we got to do some discounting. 1128562. Let's start there. I'm going to see if we can do something crazy on this one. I'm not loving the whole $7,000 deal. So what I'm going to do is make it very, very special. Okay. I'm going to help you. 264 round. Best one I've seen. What do you guys think? Best color saturation? I think so. I think so. 264, 26 points is the diamond weight. Stunning round. More purple than it is even pink. Really, truly is. I mean, this is almost, it's reminding me a little bit of our copper-bearing stones lately. It's got that color and the round. This beautiful Portuguese cut that's looking like fireworks, like pastel fireworks inside of this amazing stone. That's what it looks like on. It's a little big in size, but I'll just try to prop it up there for you. Kind of pretty because it's got that halo and then that outer, kind of like they take each of the four sides and then give them their own little triangular open work and all of that. So that is, that's amazing, isn't it? Look at that. It's got sparkle. It's almost like it looks like a kaleidoscope of color. Like each row, it's like as you go centered up, it gets a little brighter, and then as you go out, it gets more saturated, right? You seeing that? A little pinky into the purple, into the mauve tones. It's really giving dimension. And we're going to blow it out right now. Yeah, I'm really maneuvering this price. $69.99 is where it's supposed to be. I know, private collection, we're seeing it again. A lot of private collection here, back to back to back, trying to make them affordable despite that. And we are just thrilled to have this ready to go. $69.99. I'll flip it, I'll reverse it, I'll switch it, we'll move some numbers down, and I'll just call it a mistake. We're going to make it under $2,000 for a yeah, why not? Tony, listen, it's a holiday. I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling. When's our next holiday? 4th of July? Our next holiday is Jess's birthday on Thursday. Isn't that Thursday? This Thursday, yeah, Thursday. Jess Day. That's our next big holiday. And then 4th of July, yeah. 4th of July. Okay. Tony Lockheed Martin, is that? Yeah, okay. All right, so here we go. Sorry, he's entertaining me with our preview monitor. We're gonna do better than $19.99. Better. Not 19, not 18, not $17.99. I mean, why not at this point? Let's make it $1,699 for the Morganite. How we do, Andy? Did that all get sorted out? You gonna tell me who I can congratulate on that one? Okay. All right, so that worked out. All right, the Mandarin, gone. Just making sure I don't have to redo any auctions. That's the worst, right? Don't want to redo auctions. We still have that men's cashmere, by the way. I had a men's cashmere sapphire GIA certified for under $3,000 if you missed it. Let's see. Oh, the ID bracelet, by the way, that a couple of you were asking about is still here from yesterday. That was a little shocker. Kunzite as well, so we've got a couple pieces. I did have some chameleons yesterday also that are still here that were big. They were half carats, and they were still under $4,000, so that was a wild one. And then if anybody needs a bigger Mandarin garnet, I do have one. It's gonna be a little more money, but it's because it's a 427. So take a look. There's the 427 Mandarin. So if you are interested in that one, let me know. And then, oh, there's a brand new unheated, not cashmere, but close. Let's take a look at this. Hot pink oh my God, whoa. How I even waited an hour and 42 minutes to bring this thing out. Wowza, brand new. Huh. Look at that. Are Morganite still here? Good. I shouldn't be selling that price anyways. Yeah, leave that Morganite here. Nobody buy that. I've been in enough trouble this week, haven't I? I've gotten in some trouble this week. Numbers 112, and I do it out of love. I do it out of love for our TVON family. Here we are with 1128577. That is new. That is brand new right now. You're looking at an unheated pinky purple, what we'd call is a hot pink, because it's Ceylon. Look at that. Whew, that's nice. I kind of figured this was 18 karat gold. Yeah, it's 18K. And there's a surprise. Big diamonds channel set. And look at the profile you get. Oh, you know I love profile diamonds. And I wish we could do it in every ring we offer. This one has just got look at this, all the details of the inside under gallery, the great profile detail. Those are massive diamonds channel set down the sides. They're actually bigger and then they get smaller down the sides there. That is specialty. So the stone is going to be our 109. It has 99 points in the diamond weight, and it's white gold only. Boy, that is a very attractive stone. And pink sapphires are one of the more pricey ones out there. They are. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Please set us up with something amazing. And don't forget, we're only about 16 minutes now from the purple paraiba that we're going to debut at the top of the hour. And now we get to, look at that. There's that profile. It's like arches of pave all the way through. When do you see negative space added into the profile gallery of a ring? That's what this has. This is just, that is all fine, fine jewelry. It is just the mark of fine jewelry every way around. And we only have this one, of course, and let's blow it out. I know we never see pieces like this. It's like every time it moves, it's sometimes pink, sometimes purple, sometimes I'm seeing those blue flashes off the step faceting. It's just enormously pretty, and it's also a very substantial feel in that 18 karat gold, and we're gonna blow it out right now. Not gonna be $69.99. I've seen that price too many times, and I'm just abandoning it. We're gonna make it a lot easier, a lot better. First caller gets it. How about $2,999? That's for my couture level girls. Like that's the mark of couture level jewelry that's usually going to be, you know, in the $80,000 range. Sapphires really are, especially when you get those really fabulous fancy cuts, when you get clarity. That's the other thing. I was just talking about this. We normally heat sapphires. We normally heat most stones. That one's not heated. It's not heated at all. So you didn't give it any help because, well, look, it basically didn't need it. You look at a stone that looks like that, I mean, you can imagine. The cutting obviously brings it to life, but if you're looking at a piece of rough that doesn't have eye visible inclusions, then you really, and a color like that, you really don't need to heat it, and that's what's ultra rare. Oh, it's only a teeny tiny little fraction, a little percentage of sapphires that have no heating, which is why when you've got a distinguishment like that, when you've got that factor added in, you see what's happening. Purples, blues, pinks, different colors of pinks, different shades, even the core. I love that there's like this orchid, almost red flash at the core of that stone. $29.99 for all that detail. That is what you call luxury. So that would be a one only there. Okay, and then we also have the Mandarin, the big one, and then our top of the hour will be coming up, and the big 7 carat Asher cut. That is also coming up as well. And there's an aqua. Brought you a beautiful Sierra Santa Maria. It's actually a really nice, I feel it's a little bit lucky too. It's a little Deuces Wild situation on our Sierra Santa Maria. Let's show this one to you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at this. It looks like a blue diamond. Suddenly I'm like, okay, this is what we live for. Asher cut, seriously, right? It's that aqua color where it's almost a little, like when I say aqua, in like fashion terms, I feel like it's not, like look at our graphic, it's blue, sky blue. This is more aqua blue. There is ever so slight a little hint of green, and I don't mean anyone's gonna look at it and see green, I don't mean it looks like a paraiba, but it's more of an aqua blue instead of a true basic blue. It's got a little bit, and it's popping. It's got saturation beyond. It is a fabulous stone. This is 1128574. Sierra Santa Maria, you better believe it is, and this is my Deuces Wild one. It's going to be a 222, and you have a really important curb link mounting. This is, of course, something that TVON said, can we adopt? You know, we loved your curb link line and the links collection, as we called it. It kind of started as one and spawned a revolution and a whole line and many iterations of pieces. Well, we've adopted that yet again, but in an all diamond version. That's something that's simple, but adds something extra, because that very well could have just been a couple of diamond accents down the side in a straight line and would have served the same purpose. But instead we went with 27 points in diamonds, meticulously set so that they can still be that linked up classic curb link style, but all done in diamonds, but without taking away from the beauty of the curb. And yet it's in white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. Yes, it is. We're gonna, I think we all have a favorite when it comes to aquas, highly advised. to stay with the white gold there, but again, the world is your oyster, take advantage. But I have got a major value on this one, but I don't love the value for today because it's a holiday and we want to make sure everything's discounted, and it is brand new and it is just a good looking stone. Sometimes you just fall in love with a piece and you know you got to have it. This is for my aqua lovers, but it's also for my aqua detractors because maybe you just haven't seen a really, really good aqua, or maybe you haven't seen a really, really great cut, or maybe it's Sierra Santa Maria that has been eluding you because they're usually in auction houses for $60,000 or $70,000 a carat, and now we're looking at a 222, but so elegant and simple the way it's set. So very much wearable. That's important as well. Let's take another look at the shine that comes off that stone is what gives it that blue diamond-esque kind of property. It feels like that because of that amazing, amazing shine it has. Here's what I'll do. Huge value. We are getting very close to the top of our final hour on this Sunday. So obviously time is of the essence here. We don't have a ton of time left. We're giving away jewelry as you have well seen us do, from sapphires to it'll soon be paraiba, which I'm very excited about, the purple paraiba in the saddle ring. It is coming up in 10 minutes, but this one's got to go first. And there is a price of $4,499, which is completely in line with where a stone like that should be. Absolutely. But we're going to take it lower. It's going to be, you know what, skip it all. Let's make it easy, simple, 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 not even $4,499 or $4,000 or $3,000 or $2,000. Hop in if you want that Sierra Santa Maria. This is any gold. It's fabulous. It's so bright. And here it is, just sitting there like from an overhead view. Look what happens when that stone hits the light. Not 19. I have a very strong feeling that at $19.99 would be 30 seconds and gone. Instead, totally different. Totally different route I'm taking here. We're going even lower, and this is where your value, when I tell you I'm putting things on sale, I mean it. We're putting things on sale. We're ready to make it happen. It's not 19 or 18 or 17 or 16 or 15. Come on in, choose your gold and your size, and get it here for only $1,499 instead. And that's with an icon. The curve link style, hotter than ever. It's been a classic, we know, in all different types of links, but it's usually in bracelets or necklaces and chains. Instead, we're seeing it in a ring, incorporated to your side diamonds to just give it a little dressed up. I love the circular style of the curve with the more squared off facets of the asher, and it's all working together at $14.49 at checkout, by the way. You got that $50 save. There's no extra hoop you have to jump through or anything like that. You don't even have to be a registered viewer. You can be a first-time shoppers. We've had many here today, first-timers who are shopping today to take advantage of that sale event price tag as well. And don't forget about the pink sapphire and the Morganite because they're still here. So that's a little surprising, but we do have, again, sapphire, Morganite, things for you here to take advantage of, and I hope you will. Andy, whenever you get a chance, or I guess we can wait a few more minutes, but big 7-carat Asher Tanzi. So if you're an Asher fan, make sure you stay with us for that. Because again, Asher, what's that? Oh, really? Oh, good. At least one, right? A new one. Who was that? We don't know. Oh, that's sweet. I'll take it. You know what? Look at this. That was yesterday. I was a little kind of surprised that this was still available after yesterday, because that kunzite is a 536 for $12.99. So just wanted to remind you, maybe you were thinking about it too. I was thinking about it. So that is here for you if you'd like it. And then, Zine, were you taking this one, something else? Nothing? Okay. All righty. Well, we're all waiting, I think, in very high anticipation for the paraiba. The purple paraiba. Tony, I always want to say purple paraiba, people eater, but we're not going to say I don't know, just have those flashbacks, right? Purple paraiba, people eater, something like that. We've got a purple paraiba, but it's in the saddle ring, and it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be nice and tame. We are going to do, it's just an old reference to one of our colleagues. There's a bunch of color change Sphenes here. We did have the big one go earlier that was new. I just came across, though, some other elite discounts. So just a little mention of some sapphires and some rubies that we have on discount as well. Why is this aqua still here? Okay, $14.99. All right, we'll leave that. for another day when it'll be back up to $44.99, but I just want to show you this sapphire. And also a little trio here before we get to our top of the hour. I also have a very impressive ruby. I've been talking a lot about these sapphires and rubies, and had the pink and had a beautiful couple of really nice sapphires. But look at this. This is quite a look. I like that. And then shall we get a little more interesting with a Tsavorite garnet? Thank you. Because the Tsavorite garnet, it is just that. It's interesting because it's got rose gold and white gold together. And it's actually that cool texturing. We're seeing like a straw pattern in the texture of the rose gold. So 3 incredible rings. Why are they together? What's the relation? Well, they're all rare, they're all beautiful, but they're all marked down, and that's why I love them. So we're going to do something really quickly here for you as we round out the last 5 minutes till the top of the hour. And yes, let's, call me on that kunzite so you can get that as well. And then if you want the aqua, it's still hanging out. You don't have to wait for another day. I would just take that advantage, right? High style, yes, very much so. Because we got this wide sweep of the band here with the sapphire. That's going to be all in platinum with a 124 sapphire, 17 points in diamonds. There are a couple marquise cuts over here and round brilliance over there. There's the ruby. Wow. That ruby is just under a carat. It's 89 points. We did do that in 18 karat gold. So you get a premium gold, lots of diamonds, wider rings. So lots going on there. That's going to be 39 points in the diamonds, 89 points in the ruby. And then the Tsavorite, that's with that distinctive, yes, it'll stay in the rose and the white gold, but it's going to stay with the diamonds top and bottom. And that is a very clean, bright, 56 pointer. That's 18 karat gold too. So it's 18, 18 platinum. So you've got all the premium metals there that we chose for you for those pieces. And any one you like, well, here's the deal. They're all going to be brought down in price tag. We've got a crazy cool last hour for you that's about to kick off, so don't go anywhere. Don't leave us yet. I've saved some of our best for the last today. And we're going to blow these out right now for less than even $39.99. So big moment, big value. Let's get them gone, every single one. They're on sale too, and I don't just mean like blowout because they're on a wheel. You're getting $50 off each one as well, and they will not be $39, $29, even $19.99. You know these rings deserve a lot more money. We all know that. We do understand that if you are sensitive at all to pieces of jewelry that are marked far lower than they should be, this is not your show. If you are at all somebody who, even I have these moments where I'm going, I love bringing you value, but I know this is wrong. I know I shouldn't be doing this. I know I shouldn't be pricing these pieces this low. I know that because also when you're making jewelry every day and you know what pieces cost to make and you know what's happening, prices are accelerating. They're not decreasing, they're not falling, they're not crashing. They are going up like crazy, like rockets. So this is where, again, you've got a big old value on everything you want that, we paid more to make them, and now you're going back of cost. So if you made them yourself, like we made them, you could not duplicate a value like this. That's what's so important. You cannot do it. And by the way, they're not even $19. How about $1,500? $14.99. They're not. Only one of each. That is the caveat if there is one. And there's an extra $50 off wherever I end up, which is going to be even lower than $14.99, and free sizing. So even though they stay in the metal that they're in, there's going to be a sizing that's going to be complimentary for you. So you can take advantage of that, but it's not going to be $14.99 or $13.99. They stay as is. Tell me which one you love, sapphire, ruby, or Tsavorite. And they are not going to be $13.99 at all. We're going to do $12.99 instead. And remember what those are, just the metals alone. If you took out the diamonds and the center stones, you'd have more in the metal, and you're paying $12.49 for any one of them you like. So this is the time to also call us and tell us which one you want to see on, then we can incorporate those graphics in for you as well, so you can see what that is all about. But that is an extraordinary value on some very important pieces that we only have one of. And then coming up in about, we're 2.5 minutes away now from the purple paraiba and the saddle ring. We will bring that out for you. It's going to be happening in just 2 short minutes. So very excited about that. It's amazing I've held off this long to show you this, but I wanted to give everyone a chance to maybe get back from some mornings out, morning activities, brunches, worship, whatever everyone's doing on this Sunday morning, or maybe getting your power back, hopefully, after a storm rolling through. Sounds like there's been a lot of that going on. So again, fabulous way to shop, $12.49. Which one do we love? Ruby, sapphire, Tsavorite, they should all be gone. All three. We'll give it 2 extra minutes here. Yes. You got it. Of course. Here's the ruby, first of all, on the hand. Take a look at that. That's going to be out in number 1125983. on an 18 karat gold piece. It is staying in the 18 karat yellow gold. It's got a ruby that's just under a carat. It's an 89 point ruby and 39 points in diamonds that you can see is essentially like a triple stack on the sides and then a halo all the way around. And that will be $12.49 at checkout. We'll show you the inside of the ruby. That's a very clean ruby. And a lot of times rubies are going to be those stones that look a little bigger than they weigh. So you can see that there, that clarity showing through the back too. That's a highly unusual way to get rubies to look. They usually are a little bit more opaque. Yes. Ruby's already sold. All right, Ruby's gone. Congratulations, 5983. We have 2 left now, and I will move this one on over. So we have room for the sapphire graphics, which is 1127938 is the sapphire. That's the platinum piece. Now that's going to be over a carat. It's a carat 24 on the pear-shaped set and angle, and a couple of really big diamonds there on the marquise and the rounds. And then you're going to have this wave. It's like a beautiful scalloped wave of platinum. Quite a bit of platinum there. It's 124 plus 17 points in the diamonds. That'll be $12.49 as well at checkout. And then we have our Savarite, which we'll touch on with graphics as well before we go to our top of the hour, 30 seconds away. The Savarite is 1127956, and that would be the Savarite cushion cut. It's 18 karat rose in white gold. It has a 56 point cushion with a 30 point diamond weight, and we will try these on. But again, $12.99 for your choice of there. And then we still have in this hour, the last hour of our Sunday, the last hour of Father's Day 2025, we are going to see a purple paraiba. We are going to see a yellow diamond. We are going to see a Tanzanite 7 carats. We are going to see our color change Sphenes that are the big ones. And we have got anything else you'd like to request? That's what's coming up. Think about that. Whatever's coming up is what you want to see. How about that for a nice change from wherever else you shop, right? Whatever you want to see, you get. So there's the sapphire on the hand. Here is the Savarite. Just a quick look at how those look from a distance away, because there's nothing that's going to dull the shine on those stones. They're incredibly important in their clarity and their glow. All right, we leave them here. We bring you to center stage here. The paraiba we're about to see sure is paraiba. It's definitely purple. And it is one of the rarest stones I can ever show you. And that's when I spend a lot of time talking about things like grandiderites, aweens, scapolites, corner rupines, and then stones you've heard of, but just the best quality. Blue wing block D tanzanites, Burma rubies, Kashmir sapphires, all these rarities we bring on a daily basis. And now we are welcoming in all of our audience here, last hour of our Father's Day Sunday here. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Sunday, happy Father's Day to our dads out there. And also a celebration of a $50 off event that all goes away in less than an hour. Also the fact that, just want to remind everybody, we're not here on Monday or Tuesday. Our next show is Wednesday night. So want to keep you all updated on schedule, because I know there's still some of us that are still, okay, when do I find TVON? When do I watch? How do I see? So 3 hours, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights, 5 to 8 Pacific time. And also our weekend shows are during the day, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 1 Pacific time, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., okay? So East Coasters, that's 8 to 11. On the East Coast on the weeknights, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then, of course, we've got you from 1 to 4 p.m. in the afternoon on the East Coast on Saturday and Sunday. So that's our schedule. No Monday, no Tuesday. So the end of our week here, and really excited about this purple. I've been flashing it a few times. We have spent a good deal of time this entire week talking about exotics in the world of cuprians. Cuprians are copper bearing. And then certain stones, certain colors can be called paraiba. Blue, greens, and purples. That's it. Can't call the rubelites paraibas. I haven't been. Those are copper-bearing rubelites. Cuprian albaite rubelites, if you will. This is one that, being a purple color, which of course is different than other purples, because other purples are a little bit darker, brighter, what have you. This is more of that neon purple. That's what distinguishes a copper-bearing purple from other purple stones that you might already have and own. So there is a need for this material in your collection. And if you love exotics, here's a great way to get one. It's item number 8517 is your item number. That's going to be for the purple paraiba you see there, which is our 1 carat 30, which always exciting to see a carat plus in a paraiba, because that is tough to do. And now we have 93 points in diamonds. It's our mid-size wonder ring. We do a bigger one that doesn't always work for everybody because it's really, really wide. It's about 1 inch wide. So this is the one that you guys asked for. It was actually your customer demand that really motivated the design of this, where you loved our saddle, the original, the all pave version that went top to bottom and gave you a lot of gold weight. But then there were many that said, could we just do that, but scale it down? Make it a little more tame for everyday wear, or just for anybody who doesn't go oversized. And look at all the finishing you have on the inside. You are going to get to choose your gold color. So you're going to get to choose the white gold, the yellow gold, or the rose gold. So I really think that there's a very strong case to be made for the white gold here. You see it right there. It looks fabulous. And you see there's etching to the diamonds, meaning they're all pave, but it's not just one level. They're not on one plane. There's a little bit of highs and lows going on, little recessed and elevated. You've got the bit of the cleft here, top and bottom, so it almost looks like overlapping. And the stone is just downright neon. Watch that. Full light, darkness. Full light, darkness. The stone just gets, it's like it's changing right before our eyes. And that darkness, by the way, replicates more what it's going to look like when it's at home on your hand. And it's beautifully done. And when we spent time talking about why they're rare, because we all know stones like, let me see if I have a paraiba. I don't think I have a blue-green in front of me right now. We know the blue-greens. I like to reference last week. It was a Sunday last Sunday, I had a 113 paraiba for $69.99. Great value. I was shouting it from the rooftops. Loved the value, loved the deal, but it was a 1 carat 13 blue-green for $7 grand. This is a far more rare color. It's just something you don't find. Even with blue-green paraibas, they're out there to some degree. There are some really high-end designers that'll have 1 or 2 to show you in their private VIP collection. There are some people that are selling them, not much anymore. Most people who have them are holding on to them, watching the prices elevate and keep on soaring. So it's one that generally people save and keep and hold on to and watch what happens to the value. But here's how you get something even more rare that is new this week. We have these stones that have just been released from our own private collection to bring to you guys who really want to have something that you cannot find in retail or in auction houses or in wholesale or certainly at other places you might shop up and down the TV dial. This is how you get one of the rarest in the world. And it's finished on the inside. It is comfortable. Even if you're somebody who typically shies away from bigger rings, try this saddle ring. The saddle ring has been very, very well received by those who own it and those who wear it. So you're going to enjoy it as well. Take a look at it one more time. We're going to make it really, really affordable. And, well, I'm going to try. Because it's not exactly, you don't call purple paraibas affordable. They're really, really tough to find. Therefore, they reflect that with their pricing. But I'm going to do something where I've got it listed right here at $11,999 for today. And that should go on sale by $50. So it'd be $11,949. Doris, we do have your bangle you requested, so just hang tight. We'll get it right after we do this purple paraiba. This should not take long. And what I'm going to do right now is send it on out. And you know who you are. If you missed one this week, I have fielded a number of questions and requests and emails and messages asking about, are the ones from earlier this week on Wednesday and Thursday still available? And the answer is no, they are not. The only one I have left is the heart shape. The 11 karat heart shape for $99.99 from Friday. That is here, the 11 karat. It's 1114, it's a heart shape, but it's also $10,000. This one, that's why I gotta bring this down. If I've got an 11 karat here for $10,000, well, I brought that down. Let's bring this one down to make it fit within the value accordingly. So instead of $11,999, oh, I gotta use the auction. I got to, because even if I discount it, we're still talking about $88.88, $89.99. Tell you what I'll do. Move it up to a was price. Let's get this on the auction block and let's really see who's out there. It's our last chance to save you $50 for today. Obviously 53 minutes, so we got to do it. I'll tell you what, not even, I was going to start at $6,000. I want to hear those phones really rock and roll here. This is such a beauty. I want to show it on the hand for you as well so you can see it that way. Again, to notice, and it's so comfortable, and yet see how wide it is, but it's going to taper. So it's at the widest point through the middle, and then it slowly tapers down the sides a bit. So then it even goes and further tapers in the back, so that it's really that comfortable wearable style, but still with enough gold to really support it properly. We never want you to wear through your rings. I've had a number of people do that, you know, where you buy a piece of jewelry you've been wearing for 20 years, 30 years from somewhere else, and you eventually wear through the back of the ring. Not gonna happen here because we do that solid, substantial. So again, making it comfortable, because if it was that wide all the way around, first of all, you'd have to go up like an extra size off your ring size. and then it's just going to be really kind of taxing and tiring to wear. So let's blow it out. Not 6, not 5, not 4,000. Are we getting warmer here? Are we getting a little bit into our happy place where when Lolo gets really, really desperate, we get all happy here, right? Because we like when values really start to come down, and the auction's the way to do it, because obviously saving you a ton of money off that $12,000 price that it rightfully should be. We're going to go even less than $4,000. How about $3,500 to start, a 60-second clock, a $10 increment as well. That made for a lot of headlines when we did the previous auction, right? That was that beautiful Mandarin. Got the $10 increments, got a little activity going. That's what we want to see here. But $3,500, you know what? Wait, I'm thinking about something I did earlier this week. It was a stone like this, same color, different size. Let's kind of use that as a jumping off point, because I know that was a weeknight. We kind of had to do some crazy things. I'm going to do let's go crazy here. Holiday weekend, big moment here, not even 35. Let's take it even lower. And you know this mounting's got a lot of gold and a lot of diamonds filling it up. Solid. Let's make it $3,000 to start. 60 seconds to get it going, and then we go from there. But here is that, again, another big moment to get that value of a lifetime. I bet you're not finding it other places. We would probably be that one and only source, that one and only place to find this as an option in your material. And I'm going to tell you something. I wish I should bring out, I should bring out an amethyst, a tanzanite, a scapolite, a purple sapphire. I could go on and on and on and on and on and bring them all out and show you, line them up, because there is nothing that compares to this color. This is a neon purple. It is so glowy, so bright. It's the copper content. That's what we credit for these neon capabilities, the beautiful subtle difference in color where it's almost like bright orchid neon with an kind of an undertone of like a violet, neon, ultraviolet color. It's so amazing. And they never, you can't really do them justice here on a TV screen in a studio like this with the lights, because they do. They like and they enjoy a little lower light environment. But it's a staggering piece. You know what? Forget it. 3,000? I could just put it aside, save it for another day, bring it back next week for 12 grand. Or, again, you have to wonder aloud when you're up here doing this going, I don't know, is it the piece or is it the price? I don't see an issue either way here. I think that the piece and the price are all just really where they should be to get a lot of activity on the phone lines, to get our real true value shoppers excited about this opportunity. But if it's still here at $3,000, I got two choices. We can take it down or hope that there really is somebody out there that's seeing it or thinking about it and really considering it here. Let's do even better than $3,000 if that helps you out. Let's go even lower than $3,000, not 29. Not 28, because as much as that is lower, and I'm scraping under cost here because we're already well under the cost on the mounting. That's just a fact. I know mountings, if you were shopping with me 6 years ago here, you're going, that's not a $3,000 mounting. It's way more than a $3,000 mounting. And it may have been a $2,800 mounting a few years back, 6 years ago. Now it's not. Now it's far more. And so that fact doesn't change. The mounting's the same. It just costs more than ever to produce, but I know how comfortable we get in seeing values that we recognize, values that we can kind of pair up against what we saw years ago, and that's where we're comfortable. Saying, I know that's a value because that's been a value, it's a value now. Well, guess what? It's a bigger value now if it's the same price as it was years ago. And now we've added one of the rarest stones on the planet in the middle of this mounting. And I'm not asking for $2,800 either. It is a very special stone. I hope there's somebody out there that's still looking for a purple paraiba, because it's been kind of our mini series of the week here, kind of our superstar stone of this week. And we'll make it even better than 28 or 27. How about 26? Okay, we go even lower. Even lower right now, $2,500. It is my final offer. $2,500. You know the mounting is more. Here we are, 25. The increments will stay at $10. I know they should go up. They're not. I'm going to give it 60 seconds now to get it open, and we go from there. 60 seconds. And then, Doris, we've got your bangle. It's the nail bangles coming out. Oh, I love this. It's coming out. today for us, and it's so beautiful. It's just the must-have. I love our nail bangle. It's done so well. Can't wait to show it to you, Doris, and we're going to bring it to you, and we have 2 sizes available, and it's 18 karat gold. I guess it's going to be on sale today, too, because we've got a sale going on for 47 more minutes. But that is where you have to shop in the next 47 minutes here. And let's try this on again as we're verifying on an open. Look at the inside. That is a lot of gold. And properly made, why do we give you a little access to the diamonds? So you can clean them properly, so you can get behind there, use your old toothbrush before you throw out your next toothbrush head or toothbrush, whatever you use. Just keep it. Use that as your little jewelry cleaner. Get behind there with some soap and water or a cleaning solution that you like, and get back behind your diamonds and clean them that way. Yes? Gents ruby. I do have a gents ruby. We do. I have a gents ruby. It's quite large. And then we have the nail bangle. My brain is working a couple of steps faster than my mouth is working today, which is probably because it's the end of the week. So at least the brain is still working at all. After this week, it's a miracle my brain is even functioning. All right, so 2,500. 25, nobody on the open? Come on, really? Oh, shucks. Okay, so we'll get to the bangle, nail bangle, and then the men's ruby. The men's ruby's huge. It's 2.5 carat. I probably have a smaller stone, but we'll show you the best we got. I brought out the best. I brought out the best men's rings. Do we have 25? Who's at 25? Oh, we have 25. Oh, I'm sorry, we have 25. Well, let's do this. Kind of got this crazy little urge to do a clock on the last auction I did. After waiting a minute, we got the, remember we did the Mandarin, we got the open, and then I clocked it real fast. So we're gonna do the same thing here. Clock it real fast. We just got the open at 25. Remember, it's a $10 increment. 10 bucks. I keep looking up there and having a panic, because I know, when your brain is wired to sell jewelry and that's all you do every day, I keep looking up that panicking, seeing $2,500. I mean, I know I did it. I know I said it. I know we lowered and dropped and dropped and dropped. But that shouldn't be happening right now. That should not be the price for that. Now, I was hoping if we started this low, we'd get a lot of activity and maybe, build it up a little bit. It's not happening. At least not yet. But you got 2 minutes left, because when we go back to that ring, it's 120 seconds away from selling. And all you need to do is pick up the phone and dial in. And let me tell you something else. You've still got 50 bucks off. Right now, they're not paying $2,500. Their bid's $25. They're not paying $25. They're paying $24.50. They also have a money-back guarantee. They're getting their gold color choice and their ring size choice. And we're even going all out and shipping it to you for free. So everything you need in one fabulous piece of jewelry. And it's not, I mean, again, I'd love to talk them out of it, but I'm not talking anybody out of that. That's a great value, and they know it. But if you would like to be the person that says, that's my great value, I'm going to take advantage of that, you got to dial in the next 2 minutes and dial early. Because lately there have been, I think, whether it's just, we hadn't done auctions in a while, maybe it was just some new shoppers who weren't familiar. There have been a lot of folks calling in at the end after it's already sold. So make sure you dial on the early side. Give yourself a chance to own a rarity like this is, that you do not find anywhere else. That's going to be the deal here. Take a look at it one more time. Let's give it a last call. 2 minutes on the clock, and then it's done. Done. So here we are, and we've got a couple requests lined up. So what it's going to be is we'll do the nail bangle next, because that was Doris's request. We'll go in the order they came in, and then we've got the men's ruby on the way, a 2.5 carater in the men's ruby on the way. That will be happening as well. And yes, I'm going to try it on again, and we have 1 minute and 35 seconds remaining to get you in. So now is the time right now. Right now would be the time to go for it. Do it, and do it quickly, because we've got our last call on the show. There's only about 40 minutes remaining, and we got a last call on this fabulous ring. Anybody in or out on this one? Zine, are you in on this one? Are you out, Andy, or in? Okay, so Zine, you're verifying on this one. Anybody verifying? We got 1 minute and 12 left, and I don't know what is going on. Look at that. Look at that, the clarity. This is another big thing. Look through the open center there. And I mean, it's not completely open because there's an undergallery. We kind of did that Lucida style wraparound basket underneath, so you still, but look at the clarity. That's paraiba. It's not supposed to be clean. It's unhated. It's supposed to be concluded. That's copper bearing. and it's unheated, and it's rare, 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 and it's beautiful to boot, and it's got almost a carat in diamonds and a ton of gold, and we have 40 seconds left looking for 25, 10 or more. Well, at least we got a couple of people in on the Mandarin auction. Not so lucky here. So this is the time. We'll see. We obviously have to give it a final 27 seconds here. Let that clock run. See if anybody wants to come into the last moments. But this is definitely the time to get your fabulous ring. The mounting is so good. And once again, you know it's low because we make this mounting in our factory. This is our home. This is our headquarters. It's not just where the show airs. It's where the jewelry's made. It's where the office is. Like, we do everything here. It's done on site, in-house, and yet here's the thing, guys. That mounting by itself means that all the stuff you see without that center stone, more money to make that mounting than what you're seeing right here with the gorgeous stone that's worth more than the diamonds and the gold all day. All right, do we have 25, 10, yes or no? You got it? Sold. Congratulations, that's gone. Let's get to the request we have here for Ms. Doris. This is, well, one of the things that I'm so proud of, and I never know which way you guys like to see it. This is the nail bangle, and we're gonna have to zoom back. It's a nice big 18 karat gold bangle that is made like a very high-end, very chic designer look. The problem is that designer, yeah, they get the price tags that most of us are going, yeah, right. That's silly. That's silly money for gold, just to pay for a name that's etched on the inside. We make ours even better. And that's because we do the 18 karat gold. We have two different sizes. So we have the average size that's going to fit anybody who wears a 6.5 to 7.5 inch bracelet. We have the large size that's going to fit a 7.5 to 8.5 inch wrist size. So if that's the bracelet you wear, go with the large. And if you wear the average, I think it's very, very, very simple, and it's stress-free to choose the size. I think you'll know what works for you. 112-2919 is the item number, and this is beautiful. It's 18 karat gold. Now, it's got a memory wire inside. So let me explain, there's no hinge. You noticing that? Where do I get in? How do I get out of the bracelet? I don't see a clasp, a closure, a hinge. What do I do? So this is the coolest part about this bangle bracelet, to be honest, because, and this is the way the designer does it too, in this scale and size, because they obviously have different versions. They do big ones, they do all diamond ones, they do all that. Let me show you. This is the one that's iconic though. And if I show you on the hand, you will see that, what just happened? Did she just, what's going on there? What is happening? Why is she hurting the bracelet? You can't hurt it. This is how it's intended to do. So whether you do this, or you're not going to pull it apart. There's no hinge, there's no clasp. It is entirely all sleek, mirror finished, 18 karat. Do you know that we manufactured this a while ago? This debuted, I have no idea when. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe a year ago if I had to guess. Gold was less. We're not changing the price. Here's your chance. Let's look at that. How are you going to put it on? Pretty much it's this easy. I just put it on. That's simple. That's easy. You pop it on by literally twisting it, and it kind of finds its way. It kind of just puts it on itself. It wraps around. Look at that. All that I did was that. Boom. Where's the magic? Well, simple. And I'm doing this on a small little bowl here, so I'm trying to do this as, swiftly as I can here. But again, you're basically going to put it on like that, and then grab that other side and twist it around. And you can wear it with, obviously, that's where you're going to decide. Do you want the end, the nail head on the front, like on the inside of the wrist, or on the outside? Totally up to you how you put it on. It just determines how you put it on. But it's really stunning. This is the average size, so you can see how it's fitting. I like to wear a 6.5, usually 6.5 or 7 inch bracelet. And again, you twist it, turn it, pop out. Go off, instead of going over the front of the wrist where your wrist is wider, go through the side. The side is the way to do it, so that way, again, you got easy on, easy off. So it's almost like it finds itself. And there's no latch, there's no hinge, there's no closure, there's no figure eights, there's nothing that's gonna break a nail, nothing that's gonna be like call over the handyman or the husband or whatever, Help me, I need help with my bracelet. Oh, nothing makes me feel more incompetent. So then you just, what do you do? If you're like me, you go, I'm not gonna ask for help, so I'm just gonna go without wearing my bracelet. Well, then the bracelet gets to sit on the shelf, and that's no fun either. So here's how you get easy to wear, yellow gold only. unless you want the white or the rose. I got the yellow gold ready. We can do the white or the rose if you want to. So I will offer yellow, white, or rose, okay? We'll do anything you want. Yellow gold's extremely popular. The diamonds are the 50 points. They're all the way around the edge of the nail head, and then the point, which I always get this question, so now I like to address it. I never addressed it early on because, I don't know, I didn't think it was a question. And then since it's a question, well, yeah, but is it, look at that, that's a nail. It's really gonna be sharp. Is that gonna catch on everything? Exactly. Oh, Barbara, have you never seen this before? Oh, goodness. Barbara, I think it's our first time seeing it. Yes, I know it is. It's actually technically a little over that. She's like, that's a $10,000 bangle from him, you know. And yeah, exactly. It's, we made our own version. We made it the same way, and yet the same kind of closure and the same kind of memory wire inside and the same, well, VS diamonds, of course. And we're going to blow it out. Ours is not 15,000. It's not 12,000. It's not 10,000. It's a fraction of the price, and what are you giving up? It's not a costume version. This is not a costume jewelry version. This isn't going to turn. This is going to turn your skin a weird color. It's not going to get all brassy after one day of wearing it. Or let's say, oops, I washed my hands and some water splashed on the bangle, and now, because my point is there's a lot of knockoffs, dupes, kind of, you know, look-alike versions that are great for a day or two. And then you've wasted hundreds of dollars because then it's turned and it's not cute. And it doesn't feel good, and you're like, that doesn't, yeah, that's not, just go with the real deal, because then you have it forever. And this has been a design that really was developed actually in the early 70s and has ramped up in its popularity, and I wouldn't even say we've probably seen the height of its popularity quite yet. It seems like every day, year that goes by, we're seeing this design in particular as a stackable and as really just more popular than we ever dreamed it to be. So here's our own version. Let's blow it out. The large version is not even $5,000. Remember, you can compare it at $10,000 plus, plus, plus in designer retail. We're doing better than 5, better than 4, better than 3. You're going to get the large version, which obviously has more gold, same diamond weight either way, but the large version is only $2,199, and then the average version, that's under $2,000. We're making that $1,999. So Doris, thank you for the request. She had asked for it. That's why it's here. And we've only got 60 seconds with it. $19.99. Of course, you get your $50 off today as well. So a nice way to go ahead and get it. And by the way, when that's made again and again and again down the line, if gold continues to do what it's been doing, that would be a bracelet that has to then be adjusted accordingly. So at the next point of manufacture, it's probably going to be, i.e. the next time you see it on air, I have a feeling we see that be a $5,000 or $6,000 bracelet for the very same thing. So it is, in today's gold environment, probably wiser on pieces like this to shop earlier rather than later, because I think we all know the value and the price tags are going up. So it's a nice time to get it. And you're getting the $50 off today, which makes it $19.49 for the average and only $21.49 for the larger size. And that's that. So 40 seconds remaining. Thank you again. We've got, it's our only nail bangle design, by the way. We then, of course, created a ring and a pendant and earrings to go with it. Actually, it was a full necklace and earrings to go with it. But it looks like those are all at the time, I believe, sold out now. So here's the bangle. Very rarely here. We were lucky it's here to show you and give you a great opportunity on the white, the yellow, the rose. You're going to pick your size and your gold color, and that's it. You'll be wearing it every single day and feel very good letting all those compliments roll in and knowing that you didn't have to spend 5 digits, tens of thousands of dollars. Honestly, here in Los Angeles County, the tax on the bracelet would be very close to what you're paying. So, you know, I love that idea of paying a fraction. You know, when you can get the whole piece for the tax price, basically, that's what I enjoy that. I think that really equates to value. Like, we'll make a trade. I'll just charge you what the designer charges the tax. I think that is something that is really helpful. That shows you value. Average or large, let me know. And we do have the men's ruby coming up, as promised. And then we do have the big Tanzanite's got to come out to play. 7 carat plus in an Asher cut with a lot of diamond weight. And then anything else you'd like to request. We would love to hear from you. It's our final 33 minutes, though, of our Sunday. Okay, so let's get to 112-2860. Please keep calling on the nail bangles just because we move on. I know a lot of you already own it, so I don't like to dwell too long, but here we are. Wow. So I mentioned earlier, since it's Father's Day, I made a point to bring out all the best stones in the best gents rings. We're already showed you a Kashmir sapphire, GIA certified. Now we have the big ruby. The gorgeous emerald is here. But this is the ruby. It's the biggest one. It is the biggest ruby we have in a gents ring, 2860. It's a 2.5 carat Burma. Not only that, it is 91 points in diamonds on the sides, pave. Look at this. Which bangle, average or large? Large yellow going out over there. We've got another one going out too, so we'll see what they're getting. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm so glad you love it, and I know so many of you own it. And by the way, it's not outside the realm of possibility if you already own it to come back and get another, because you've probably seen a lot of people out there stacking these. Stacking, wearing 2, 3, 4, 5 at a time. Many, many ladies do. So now we're talking about a ruby, 2.5 carats. On the ruby, I'm very excited this is here because, well, look at that gorgeous diamond mounting on the sides, diamonds in triple row and pave, all down the sides. Yes, thank you. Another yellow gold. Yellow gold is always the favorite, so another yellow gold bangle going out, and the average size sounds like, look at this, there's the inside, and there's a great look at your ruby. And for our Father's Day special, what a way to go here, and look at that buttery rich gold. I can actually only do yellow on this one this time around, and we'll make it simple and easy, super affordable. And what this mounting does, it's also slightly concave because it's going to dip down in the center just a bit to accommodate for that ruby, and that's so that the ruby doesn't sit up too high. We usually don't like to see big perched up high set up on a center stone, set up on a pedestal center stones for gentleman styles. It makes it inherently a little more feminine looking in the design. So having that little dip in the center to accommodate for that large ruby really helps out. Also helps the aesthetic. And I'll tell you what, $13,999, it is not going a lot lower than that. But it's a first caller scenario. And it's not even going to be $10,000. This is really important because it's 2.5 carat. That's what really sets up the headline here. That's an extremely rare size to get in a chromium rich anything, but especially ruby. And we're going to make it so affordable. It's not even 8 or 7 or 6. I'll blow it out for $59.99, and that's an important ring with a lot of gold. Here's what it looks like on. We'll show it to you there real quick before we go. And then it is definitely time to pick up whatever you're thinking about from the show. We are down to now about 29.5 minutes, so you know things start to get rocking and rolling here at the end, especially when there's a sale event. You want to take advantage of your $50 off because that does go away promptly at 1 o'clock. So make sure you let us know if you want to save that extra $50 on any given item we've seen today or not today. If it's still available and you want to pick up something from a previous airing, you can do that as well, and we will save you the $50 for shopping on Father's Day with us. So that's an option as well. But here we are, last call, $59.99 on the gents ruby. Thank you, thank you. We also have the big Tanzanite at, well, it's next. And then any other requests you have. There is still, I think our aqua is still here. We still have that beautiful aqua, that Asher cut. I think that's still here. I think so. Didn't hear otherwise. The big Tanzanite earrings, the diamond hoops, they're still here, but only in white gold. Now remaining, our Mahenge from earlier, a couple pieces from our first hour is still here. And that big pink sapphire and that men's cashmere, the cashmere sapphire from earlier with the cert, $29.99 for a cashmere sapphire gents ring. All right, it's Tansy time. Let's get ready for the 7 carat 04. That is just a major headline today. Can't wait. I mean, we've been waiting and waiting and waiting. Well, there's no more time to wait. We've only got 28.5 minutes, and look at this. Oh, so stunning. This is really the museum reserve, not the museum reserve. In a 704 Asher cut, 103 is the diamond weight as well. Keep calling on the nail bangles. By the way, we have 2 left now in the yellow gold, and that tends to be the one everybody wants, is the yellow gold nail bangle. Couldn't agree more. That's exactly what I do. So go with the yellow and get one of those last 2 remaining. That was not even intended for the show here. So again, came out thankfully by request, but now we're talking 704 diamond weight at 103. Yowza, that's good. That's what we like to see right there. It's remarkable. And it's a new mounting, but there's really nothing that takes it away from being classic. It's just a new mounting custom designed for this very stone with that great detail, with the diamonds down the sides. Other than that, It's about putting one of our best ever on display. Look at, okay, so this is important too, because obviously it's the most arguably important viewpoint you can get at a blue wing, because when you see it on the hand, it's a little different light. It's a little lower light, and it's really helpful to try and show you exactly what you can expect, what you're gonna get, what it's gonna look like when you see it in person. And that really, look at the reds, look at that. It's just, there's nothing special going on here. It's the stone. The stone is special. There's no special filtering or lighting or anything else. It's actually just, again, this excels in lesser light. And that doesn't mean you need to go into a dark dungeon. It doesn't mean go into a cave. It means we're in a TV studio. It's, again, surface of the sun. So instead, you just need to see it in regular lighting and watch this stone. This is why almost everybody who's ever received a blue wing block D from us says the same thing. That stone's better in person. I knew it was good. I didn't know it was that good. It's even better when I saw it in person. I couldn't believe it. Get ready. This is going to be the Tanzanite to own. And do you know how really, really, really sparse? I mean, what was it on Friday? I was telling you, I had gone through Friday afternoon before the show. I had gone through what we have. And they were like, what, 6 stones that hadn't been set yet from the Museum Reserve collection. 6 stones? That means 6 potential pieces of jewelry going forward. It's not a lot. It's not going to last that much longer. And we want to get them to you because once these pieces get on the air, well, very simple. If they get on the air and they don't go, which is rare, but if they don't, off to the museum they go. They are promised to museums. They always have been. It's just that we do prioritize you, our shopper, our TVON family, even a little bit more than the museum curators of the world. And even though it's great to have Museum Reserve, you know, on display, because how else are they going to show you the best if it's not this material, right? We are the home of the best material that's ever been mined. So if it's not our material, then you're not looking to the best. And isn't that why we go to museums? To see the rarest, to see the best? Absolutely. This is better than $12,999, which is right here on my bag. There's the ring, there's the price, here's where it started, there's where it's supposed to be. That's our big bright red Sunday afternoon Father's Day special. I'll make it better than that. Let's go all out. Major stone, never looks as good here on TV as it will in person, and I will blow it out. It is one to own, and you can never go wrong owning a piece like this that has far more value. We're seeing, again, prices out there on low quality, light lilac Tanzanites. They're like $3,800 a carat. Think of what that would cost you on a 704. I'll tell you right now, that would cost you $26,752, like almost $28,000 if that was a low-end material going for wholesale right now. Look where we're at. We're half that. We are half of the going rate of a block C stone right now in wholesale, not retail. The wholesalers are where the retails buy. Then the retailers mark up their pieces 5 to 6 times off of what they paid out of wholesale to sell to their consumer. And that is why I'm not interested in beating retail. We should be able to beat retail. Retail is crazy money. What I want to do, because where it really makes a statement, is if we can go much lower than wholesale, which is exactly what I've done, because now the entire ring is priced at half of what the wholesale on the stone would be. Okay, so now that we've determined this is a value, let's make it a better one. Let's go under 10,000. Under 9, under 8, under 7. I got to give away some jewelry. We got 23 and a half minutes to do it. And then Father's Day 2025 is in the books. But we got to do better than 79, 69, 59. I'm done with auctions. Auctions have gotten me really in a lot of trouble. I can get in trouble on my own without spending as much airtime to do it. That's how I look at it. You want a discount under the cost? We got you covered. And I don't need to run an auction to do it. I'll just price it outright to the very first caller, but that means you have to be even quicker on the phone line so that you don't miss out. That is what's hugely important, and it's not $59. It's not even $49.99. Please call early. It always helps to be on the phone lines. Even if you don't have to say sold, you don't have to commit to it, you don't have to take it, but at least you're there, you're ready, you're on the line, so you can say yes before somebody else does, because then the opportunity is moot. Let's make it even better than, you know what? I'm never supposed to do, you guys know. You know values. You know values are the savviest, smartest shoppers out there in the world. but I got to do better. It's Father's Day, and we're going to take $50 off for the next 22 minutes. But here we are with a better value. Please don't pay $49.99. I got you covered. I got you a better deal. I am ready to blow it out, but there is only this one, because obviously you know how this goes. I wish I had a whole bushel full in the back. I don't. This is it. $49.99. It will not be. We're going to go even lower. This is for the first caller who says yes, and we've already got, it looks like 3 callers talking about this one. And then, of course, a lot of other things from earlier in the show probably going to go too now. At this point, we're at that stage of the show here. 22 minutes remaining. Take your $50. Take these discounts I'm giving away. That's my whole philosophy. Give away jewelry, especially on a sale event day like this. Being a holiday, let's make it even better than 45. $4,499. You know what? Don't even do that. Can't let it stay. Zine, thinking about this one? Something else? Uh-oh. We might have all these callers talking about nail bangles. Yes. I can. It's a Savarite. Yes. The T is silent, actually. Fun fact. I will. I'll try on the Savarite. They're talking about the Savarite from earlier. That was rose and white gold only on that one, Zine. And you know what? Got to keep going on this one. Maybe I should have done the auction. But the auction still would have had to start higher. So instead of 44, 43, 42, 41, not even $4,000. Let's make it $39.99. And you get $50 off that too. So under $4,000 on a 704 in the Asher cutting. Are we really, like, is this real life? Is this a real life moment? It's better than real life. It's called fantasy fine jewelry shopping. That's what this is. Look at what that stone does. $39.99. And Zine, I'm going to try on that Savarite for you. I just want to give this some love here. We'll see who's got it. And then let me show you that Savarite on the hand. This was from a wheel earlier. It's item number 1127956. Take a look. Rose gold in the middle, white gold top and bottom, Savarite garnet, Zine. That's what it looks like on. It's a 56 pointer and 30 points in diamonds, and it's all 18 karat gold. And let's look back at that one. Whoa. Whoa. Look what that does. And it'll look better in person. It really does. You're going, no way, Lolo, it can't. It does. It does. Oh, it does. $39.99. Wow. That's how you shop a Tanzanite right there. $39.49 today. But 20 minutes to do that. I do have an 1163 in a round. Is everybody on nail bangles, Savarites? Let's see if anybody's thinking about the Asher cut. If it's purple, blue, or blue-green, Andy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Jess, you're on something else? This one's here at the moment. Anybody? Up for grabs, one caller. What's with leaving Tanzanites here? Museums are getting lucky. They're the winners today. They're the winners. If this gets to a museum instead of one of our shoppers, I think the museum is the winner today. Getting a 7 karat 04. Now, it doesn't go in the ring. It just goes the stone. The stone is going by itself. The ring is, we'll keep the ring. But the stone would go off to be on display in a fabulous museum exhibit. This one's scheduled for a domestic museum here in the U.S. Anyway, Zine, did you get the Savarite? Okay. Savarite's still here. The Tanzanite is verifying. Yellow diamond time. Or Sphenes. We can show you the big Sphenes. They are very nice, but they are huge. They are 4 carats, 3 carats, and 6 carats. So we'll give you a quick little once over on the Sphenes. Color changing ones. We had the one in the beginning of the show. It sold immediately. We've got 3 more to show you that are larger. It's going to be the Asher. Okay. Oh, maybe we don't need all 3. Maybe we just need that one. Shall we? Our Tanzanite is here. Let's take a look. Yeah, I don't even know if we need to see the other ones. Do we? I mean, I can go to a $5.99. Oh, yeah, we need to see this too. It's a little bit darker. So I don't know. That's the $5.99. The Asher cut, whew, that one is tough to top, I will say. In the bridge, and then there's one more. And so there are going to be quite a bit of varying cuts here and shapes and sizes, but that's good. Hopefully something for everybody. We also have the 326 in the pear shape that has yellow diamonds and white diamonds, and is actually a modified fancy pear. So this is an emerald cut, this is an Asher, and this is a modified pear, two of which are in the bridge. Now the largest one is off to our right. We're just going to do a quick blowout here, all the same price tag. So do let me know quickly what your favorite is, because there's obviously only one of each. And this is our $39.99. Bye-bye, Tanzanite. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I really just could leave that up there all day and just be very happy looking at that. But, you know, sometimes pieces, you can't bat 1,000 necessarily when you're playing jewelry matchmaker across the country on a Father's Day weekend. So here we go. Sphenes, let's talk about the pear shape, 326, 24 points in yellow diamonds, and another 78 in the white. If we go to the Asher cut, it is a 416 with another 91 points in diamond, and then this is the largest, the 599. We're calling it a radiant. I don't see the radiant faceting. I see an emerald cut. Oh, maybe no. There's some radiant cutting. All right. So the 599 plus the diamond weight of 51 points. So 3 options, all one price. Let's make it quick, because I have a feeling we're going to do some recaps and hopefully some last minute requests. And I know that if you're getting, Jess, were you getting a nail bangle? Oh, okay, sounds good. So we still have, I would definitely check on anything you're thinking about from earlier in the show, because we're about to wrap up here in about 15 minutes. So I really want to encourage you to pick up anything you're thinking about from earlier. But look at these Sphenes. So pear shape, radiant, Asher. Which one would you like? Tell you what, they're all the same price, and they did start at $13,000 and up. So that's why they're here. We gathered here today to really just join these beautiful Sphenes with their rightful collector. And that's really what it's about. So pear shape, and let me make sure you see each one really up to that lens so you can really see the dispersion they're bringing. Here is the Asher cut. That's the flashiest. I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, that's the brightest, the flashiest. And then there is this radiant cut, which is going to do the same when you see that. Really reach up to those lights there and see that at the right angle. It's not going to be $13,000. That's why we had to bring them out today. They're probably going to sit here for a while at $14,000 or more. So now we get to bring them down, make the value even better, and send them out one price, all 3. You just get to decide pear, Asher, radiant, which one do you like? Doesn't matter. The price tag is super duper low. No matter which one you're thinking about, we're going under 10. Okay, $99.99 is really good, but it may not get the phone lines rocking in our last 15 minutes today. So we'll go better than 99, 89, 79, 69. I just got to move some jewelry. We have 15 minutes to do it. So this is how we make it happen. Better than 6,000, better than 5,999. Any one you want. Again, you got a 6 carat on the right, a 416 in the middle, and a 326 on the left. So I think that it's fair to say there's going to be a lot of people eyeing these two over here in the white gold, and they'll all stay as is, and they're another discount. I'm going to make them $4,999 a piece. That way, lowest price, and that's indisputable. We know that, we recognize it, we see it, and we understand how important it is to get your hands on Sphenes of that color change. Remember, everywhere you see green is going to go to red, and the dispersion never lets up. You always get that maximum dispersion level as well. It is so, so important. So last call on the Sphenes, $49.99. I'll recap our kunzite. Got a quick yellow diamond deal if anybody's looking for a 132. We've got a 132 yellow diamond center today, and also any recaps that you want to see. I'm a really big fan of our 11 karat 63 round. That's a beauty. We also have the Savorite, the men's ruby, the aqua. I think we need to recap that aqua unless it's already gone. Andy, is that one still available? 8574, the aqua? Okay, still available. All right, we're going to recap that one. I think that one's got to go. That was the curb link with the Asher cut in the middle. And then can I try on any of these Sphenes? I'm just going to go here, just an executive decision. You think that's one that's kind of got to go. It looks like the color and dispersion goes even further than the border of the stone. It really does. It's amazing how that stone just lights up. And that's what it looks like from a distance. And there's that color yet again. Item number on that one, 1127985. The 416 Asher cut Sphene in the bridge mounting. That mounting has 91 points in diamonds to go with it. It stays in the white gold, and that is $49.99 for one caller only today. So that'll be it, $49.99. That's our big Asher cut. That's got some amazing brilliance. I mean, forget diamonds for a minute. This is better. On the dispersion front, yes, and then it does that, has that ability to change color, which is rare for a gemstone to be able to do. Only a few stones in the world can boast that they can change color under different lighting, and that one is one of them. So it's a really fabulous opportunity there. Also, reminder, we have the big kunzite. I'm going to show that. The aqua, we're going to recap it really quickly, and then we did have, I just want to remind you, we had a $699 Tanzanite necklace earlier. So we should recap that as well. And then last call on the Sphenes. Congratulations if you get them. Let's recap the aqua, 112-8574. We had a couple people verifying, but I just confirmed it is still available. It's 112-8574. It's the 222 in the Asher cut. Aquamarine, Sierra Santa Maria, curb link in diamonds down the sides. 27 points there. And it's one only. So let's take advantage of it. White, yellow, rose, that's up to you. It's only $1,499. And any questions on the Sphenes, let me know. We got our last call on the show, 10 minutes to go. What would you like to see? What would you like to own before we wrap this thing up? You got $50 off, but it goes away in about 10 minutes. So we want to make sure you're taking advantage of that as well. Had some big Tanzanite earrings earlier. Had that Mahenge spinel for under $2,000. We even had turquoise earrings here. Actually, I think those sold, and then we've got a pink sapphire. So I'm going to do a couple recaps here. These are all presented earlier in the show. Just want to make sure that if you joined us a little bit later, entirely possible here today, that's our pinky purple sapphire, all natural unheated sapphire in a solid 18 karat gold mounting with a lot of diamond weight, 99 points. That one's only $29.99. Yes. Oh, the aqua's gone? Oh, I just asked. Did it just happen just now? Or... I'm sorry, I'm confused. It is gone? Okay, that one's gone. Never mind. Just literally asked. Here's the Mahenge spinel. So doesn't matter. We've got other pieces to recap, and we'll do some pinks here. We've got some pinks and some purples and some pinky reds. So let's start with that sapphire. The Mahenge's in the middle. The kunzite is off to the right. So these are three entirely different stones, but all kind of sharing similar colors, aren't they? The color story is similar. The stones are wildly different. And here's where you've got a sapphire that's unheated in a gorgeous emerald cut for $29.99. Here's our Mahenge pinky red neon spinel for $19.99. And here's the kunzite, which is obviously the biggest stone up there. That's a 536 radiant cut kunzite, and that's going to have 51 points in diamonds. It's only $12.99. So go figure. The largest stone off to the right is the smallest price tag, and that doesn't happen very often. And then speaking of pinks, I could thank you, also add in the Morganite. The Morganite was here earlier. I think this is still available. It's our pinky, look at that, pink and the rose gold there. So I don't know, this Father's Day, we are really showing a lot of those beautiful pinks. That's the round Morganite. 264 is the size on that one. That's so pink, it's almost purple. Has some purple flecks to it. That's going to be here for, well, we did that for $16.99. And then let's see if I can finish it up with one more in that pinky variety. I don't think I have anything else that we showed today except the men's piece, which is the Kashmir. So maybe this goes up front, this goes off to the side, and let's put as our superstar in the middle, that is an unheated, beautiful Kashmir. It's a Kashmir sapphire. Technically, it is a gen style, but anybody can wear it. And that's GIA certified as well, and that's under $3,000. So to think that the highest price up there for any of those five is $29.99, that goes for the sapphire and the sapphire, right? The Kashmir and the pink are going to be $29.99. Everything else is less than that, and by a mile. This is $19.99. That's $16.99, and then the kunzite in the back right, $12.99. So we'll give it 60 seconds on those five in different colors of pink, red, purple, and really kind of a hot pinky purple mix. So that's what we have there. All of them have been presented. Well, the kunzite was presented yesterday. The rest all presented today earlier. So those are what we have remaining. And again, pink sapphire in the front right. That's the kunzite behind it, the Kashmir certified by GIA, the Mahenge spinel, and the pink Morganite in the round. So they're all here for $29.99 or less. So big values across the wheel there. And then our last call is going to be on our yellow diamond. We'll show it to you very quickly. It's a very important yellow diamond because it's going to be one of a much bigger size than we typically see. And we'll show you what we can do on the price. I've been kind of a little bit leery about it because it's a really high price tag, because it should be. It's a carat 32 diamond. Let me just go ahead, and end of the show is here. We're going to really rock your world. We're going to bring it all the way down, and we'll show you a big carat 32 yellow diamond. So if you've been waiting for a little larger stone and that's what you're looking for, we got you covered on a yellow diamond today. So last call on anything up there, $12.99, $16.99, $29.99. That's also $29.99, and this is $19.99. But here we go to the yellow diamond. This is my huge stone today. Now, we don't have any more new yellow diamonds coming in. This is a carat 32 plucked from the vault, 1128478, brand new right now. That's not a small stone. It looks like a 2 carat, and instead it's a 132 square cushion, brilliant cut and perfect color, 76 points in diamonds around it. So you're going to be ending up with really around 2 carats here, and a figure 8 style on the sides, the double halo in the middle. We are ready to rock your world with this one, truly. It's 8478. It's all 14 karat two-tone gold, just yellow gold for the setting of the yellow. The rest is in white for the white diamonds. The yellow diamond is a 132 VS cushion cut square. The double halo around it is stunning. The figure 8 on the sides is fantastic, and it keeps it classic, but it's really giving us what we love. A big yellow diamond without the big price tag. Now, that's not because it wasn't supposed to be. It was $12,999. That's why I haven't been real excited to show it to you, because I'm stuck. I'm here at the end of the show. We've got literally 6 minutes. So this has got to be a giveaway if we're going to move it in 6 minutes time. But I will do just that. You are looking at our price. I'm not kidding. If you think I make that up, look at this. Here's the ring. There's the price tag. It started at $23 plus. It's down to $12,999. Welcome to the new world of yellow diamonds, where that is a deal. Because out in the wholesale world, we saw our favorite yellow diamond dealer in the world. I saw him on Monday, this Monday. The same yellow diamonds that in Tucson, all the way, way back in February. That wasn't that long ago. 3 months ago. 3 months ago, his yellow diamond 1 carats were $15,000. They boosted this week in Vegas. They were now up to $22,000. It was for a loose stone by itself. A 1 carat yellow diamond in a box. You'd have to set it. You have to add all the diamonds. That's what the going rate is for 1 center stone. Take a look at our 132. It's not a 1 carat, it's a 132. It's big. We don't bring this size very often, and this is in between. It's right at 1 carat and a third. It's got all the diamonds around it. Let's try it on, because I got to blow it out. We have 5 minutes left. And this will likely be the end of the show unless you have a last-minute request we can get to. But it's not going to be $12,000. I have got to do something. Welcome to the finale of Father's Day. This is it. And it's not 10,000, 9,000, 8,000, 7,000, 6. You know, I've had stones, a couple in this size in the past. They don't go under 7,500. We just did. It's not 69. It's not 59. And you know, I'm too low already. We're going to do better than $4,999. End of the show is here. This is our end of the show finale. It is a massive yellow diamond, and you can't ask for much more than a brilliant cut, especially when it's a VS quality. It's not going to be 49. I'll go even lower. This is what happens at the end of the show, and you got to make a sale. You just got to send one more thing, and I chose it to be our highest end yellow diamond here of the day, and we're going to take it a lot lower because it's got to go. And so, right place, right time, absolutely. Just let's all thank our lucky stars that we're here together seeing this, witnessing this moment when it's not 49 or 48 or 47 or 46 or 45.99. This is the big time, because that's not, the 1 carats can sometimes present smaller on the hand. That's why you want to look for these. 2 carats go up to a whole different price. You know our 2 carats are 15 grand. Kid you not. I literally showed it to you on Friday. I have a 2 carat cushion cut like this. It's a 2 carat, it's $14,999. That's why this one's supposed to be 13, because it's not all that different. Instead, it's the end of the show. Got to sell something. We have 3 minutes and that's it. The discount goes away. The value goes away. Your $50 off goes away. This is when you need to shop anything from the show, anything you saw earlier. Let us know what it is. You're not even spending $4,500. It is $44.99, but then an extra $50 off that as well. So here's your last call on this yellow diamond, and you get the carat 32 plus the 76 points in diamonds, and it's our that's it. That's all I can do because I've already done too much. And I hope that, I just hope to see you on Wednesday, because these values this week, all week long, have been nothing short of amazing. So $44.99, it's really $44.49. And so that'll be it. 2 minutes left. Is going to be counting down here shortly. And we are in last call. If you need $50 off, if there's something from this show this week, this inventory that you'd like to have $50 off on, take advantage of it in these next 2.5 minutes, or else the deals are off the table. So it is time. Pick your favorite from the show. Check with your operators and see what's available. That's important too. Make sure you get the $6.99 necklace we had with the round Tanzanite. Sounds like we have one left for you. So if you want the round Tanzanite, we are very busy on the lines. Do not hang up. Again, light operators today being the holiday, so we have very busy lines. We will get to every one of you. And I promise you, I will continue to honor the discounts and the $50 off until we get every call answered. I see we're really backed up on the lines. We will make sure that, don't hang up, do not get frustrated. We will make sure you get the discount as long as you're on the phone lines in this next minute 45. Yes, the yellow diamond is at verifying. I think we're verifying in the yellow diamond. I will wait to hear it's confirmed and sold, but I may have something else to show you because that may no longer be with us. 95 seconds left to go in the show. Don't forget, we're not here Monday, not here Tuesday. We're back Wednesday night. It's in the evening, 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock p.m. Central. That is also 8 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you join me. We got 3 hours live on Wednesday night with a whole bunch of brand new. So many exciting things. Again, you can't miss a show. You never know what we're going to have. You got to be with us. The jewelry is one of a kind for the most part, so you want to be here to get the pieces for your own collection and really add special pieces to your own jewelry ensemble. It's such a great time to shop today with the $50 off. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your Father's Day weekend with us. We appreciate it so much. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate you shopping, and we also want to say hello all of our new registers that we had today. Thank you so much. Let me try this on one more time before we go. And like I said, we are going to stay until every single line is answered. Okay, we will stay until we answer every question, place every order, and give you every discount we can. Just get on the phone lines now in our last 30 seconds, and thank you so much. This is a great ring. Really classic style. Love that little extra figure 8 on the sides that you're getting. Here it is up close one more time. Thank you again, and don't forget about us on Wednesday. We're off Monday, Tuesday. We're here Wednesday night at 5. I look forward to seeing you all then. In the meantime, have a great rest of your holiday weekend. Thank you one and all. Happy Father's Day again out there to all of our dads. And thank you so much for being with me. I'm Lauren Blair. From all of us here at TVON, we wish you a great rest of your weekend. I will see you Wednesday night at 5. I'll see you then. Have a good one.